Please take the time to visit podsurvey.com/peasants to complete a short 21-question survey. Participants in the survey will be entered into a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. The survey can be taken multiple times, so feel free to visit back each month for your chance to enter the drawing. Please help support the show by using our Amazon links located in the description anytime you purchase anything from Amazon. It's a great way to support the show while just going about your normal business shopping on Amazon.com. Also, check out our storefront for Drunken Peasants recommended merchandise. Patreon pledges of $5 or more will now receive 2 private shows each month. In addition to the private shows, Patreon pledges of $10 or more will receive the Drunken Peasants post show after each episode of the Drunken Peasants, Ben and Billy's monthly shitty movie review, and regular behind-the-scenes vlogs with Ben and Billy. Sign up anytime to catch the future shows as well as past content. If you want to catch the post shows but you're not a patron, click the join link below this video to become a member of the Drunken Peasants channel. In addition to each post show, you'll also get special badges and emojis that you can use in the Drunken Peasants live chat. Streamlabs will be open for the duration of each episode. Click the link below to send us a message. Donations $20 and above will be read out through text-to-speech and will require our immediate attention. All donations below $20 will be read at the end of each segment. Keep an eye out for our weekly Streamlabs goal, which if we meet, we will do an extra show the following week. If you find any content you'd like to see us cover on the show, send it to drunkenpeasantsinbox@gmail.com. All submissions will be reviewed for possible usage in a future episode. Click the Discord link in our description to join the Drunken Peasants Discord. Interact with other Drunken Peasants fans in text and voice chat, as well as the peasants themselves. Visit the Google Play Store and download the Drunken Peasants app to catch the audio version of the show while you're on the road. In addition to the app, the audio-only version of the show is also available through iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, and other audio platforms. That's all we have for now. Enjoy the show.
Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 653.
Suck it!
Yes. 653, getting closer and closer. Closer and closer and closer. Closer as ever to episode 666, happening sometime next month. The exact date will be announced very soon, probably before the end of this month. 13. And joining us, we have some guys from the Not for Human Consumption podcast. Welcome.
What's up?
How's it going?
It's going all right. You know, it's going. You know, we had Jesse Lee Peterson on yesterday. That was pretty interesting.
Have a good time.
Yeah, you know, he does have. If you just ignore all the horrendous stuff that he says, then
he'll just tell you to suffer and die.
Well, he's kind of wasn't it charming the way he told you to suffer and die, though?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it wasn't sweet. I'm not saying Jesse Lee Peterson isn't a sweet boy. He's just, you know, he told me to suffer and die.
I loved that. He said it so fast, too.
Yeah.
I loved it because before the show started, Billy was like, I'm going to ask Jesse how to be an alpha because I think I'm an alpha.
Yeah. I probably am.
That's exactly what a cuck would say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what a lot of people said. Billy, people who claim to keep being alphas are actually betas.
I didn't claim to be an alpha.
Yes, you did.
I asked if I was an alpha.
No, you also said you were one multiple times, too.
No, I didn't.
That's what claiming to be one is.
I never said I was.
You did.
When?
During the episode yesterday.
I don't recall that at all. I was
That's
letting
fine.
Jesse tell me what I was.
Good thing it's on video for people to go watch.
Please clip that out for me, guys. Make a high Billy of all the times I said I'm alpha as fuck on that
you know
episode.
What? Speaking of high Billies, check this one out. This one's great. This is one of my favorites.
Hi, Billy.
Check the video for Seattle PD really quick.
Move the fuck on.
No. I'm going to tweet at Seattle PD really quick.
Goodbye.
What? Wow.
See?
Move the fuck on.
God,
move the fuck on.
He's triggered.
Move the fuck on. I didn't come here for you to fucking call the police on me over some fucking bullshit joke. Move the fuck on.
I wish it was. I wasn't going to call them.
Move the fuck on.
I was going to tweet at him.
Move the fuck on.
Fuck you, Billy.
Yeah, fuck you, Billy. People are saying kayfabe. I don't
I think it started as kayfabe, wasn't kayfabe in the middle, and then became kayfabe again at the end.
When?
Right there.
Oh, I was just throwing piss.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know.
I'm just throwing piss, man.
I hope to make Dylan that mad someday.
I'm sure you will.
I'm trying.
Sure you will.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, all I was doing was reminding everyone that Billy the Fridge streams and reads the chat on his phone while driving. And this wasn't a secret because literally he did it on stream on his way here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying.
That sounds awful
that's not all you were
dangerous, dude.
saying. You were also saying you were going to contact the police.
I said I was going to tweet.
That's some snitch shit right there.
Hey, I was just trying to protect the
got a
public.
point,
I'm
dude.
sorry. You know what?
Don't virtue signal me.
You know what? Sometimes,
Dude, you're a
sometimes we have to do.
SJW cuck.
Sometimes we have to do things we're uncomfortable
You're a
with for the greater
SJW
good.
beta cuck. You fucking narc. You fucking pathetic narc. That's narc karma right there. Just wait. Ben's going to get busted for all of his steak dinners with his trap escorts.
Hey, you know what? Even if I did, those steak dinners were harmless. You driving, distracted, harmful to society.
I mean, if I was distracted, maybe, yeah. But there's literally footage of me evading an oncoming car because I wasn't distracted when a car tried to veer into my lane last minute because of how alert I was. There's concrete evidence.
That's not evidence at all. You know what? It's pointless arguing this with you because you'll pull anything out of your enormous booty.
I don't know. I'm
out?
not exactly sure who I want to side with because A, like you shouldn't be driving and like texting and shit like that.
Wasn't texting.
And B,
Dude, okay,
you don't
hold
fucking call
on,
the
wait
cops,
a second.
dude.
Let me finish so you have a full understanding of this. This is so dumb that the only reason why we keep going over it is because he will never admit that it's not safe. He'll admit not only is it safe, but it's extra safe. Like that's his attitude. Not only does he stream live, put the phone on his passenger seat, looks directly into the lens and reads the chat while he's driving. He also plays Pokemon Go while he's driving. He also texts while he's driving. He has almost taken us into oncoming traffic because there was a sudden turn, but he was looking down at his phone texting while he was doing it. And I had to be like, we're turning! And he's like, whoa! And we like swerve for a second. And I'm not the only one who can share these stories. It's ridiculous.
Look,
and anyone who would defend, you don't say what you want about me. You may not like me on the show. You may not think I'm funny. I am objectively right here. It is unsafe, and you are putting yourself and others at risk by doing it. And if you do not agree with me, you are intellectually dishonest. That's all I have to say. I rest my case.
I was powerful.
I have this little Pokemon ball clicker that I just click on to play Pokemon. I don't have to actually play Pokemon.
He does, though.
It's very safe. I just do this.
Okay.
Just like that.
It's not up for dispute.
Catch a little Pokemon.
Okay, we know you have
Auto
that,
catches.
but you do play on the screen while you drive.
No.
Lies.
No.
Lies.
Well, I mean, so
Where's
this
Joe?
This
Where's
is pretty
Joe
bad,
at?
dude. But we have a guy on our show who admits to fucking driving drunk. As a matter of fact, we have we just call it Jay and home.
Yeah. Yeah. Allegedly, Dave. Allegedly.
Well,
And I just want to
everything's
point
allegedly
out
on the
that
internet.
Ben's really not mad at my driving. He's mad that I got sick-ass live streams going on my IRL channel. He's just jealous. Everybody should check out my Billy the Fridge IRL channel.
Oh, yeah?
It's so sick.
Oh, yeah?
We got sick IRLs.
You know what? I'm totally jealous. You're right. You know, you saw right through me. And since you pointed out my jealousy, there's nothing to hide anymore. So from now on, when I see your IRL streaming, I'm going to IRL stream too at the same time.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm jealous. I'm petty and jealous.
That'll be good.
Okay. Let's see.
See how petty and jealous Ben is? The second I bring up how petty and jealous he is?
I'm living up to your expectations.
He makes it a competition. I just wish Ben would be proud of me.
I'm
That's
not
all.
proud of you because you're not a sweet boy because you don't drive
I
safe.
am a very sweet boy.
You don't drive safe.
I do drive safe.
Sweet boys drive safe.
Thank you. We do.
Holy hell.
Thank you.
Anyone that's ever been in a car with Billy. Actually, I have video of Billy playing Pokemon while driving from his back seat.
Billy.
I wasn't driving from my back seat. Ben's the back seat driver.
I was in your back seat while you were driving, getting video of you playing Pokemon Go while driving. With Joe in the passenger
Pokemon
seat.
Go is still a thing?
Of course not.
Oh,
That
yeah.
doesn't even
Still.
exist.
It is a thing. Tell it to the judge.
This is so ridiculous.
Look, you see how his attitude changed when I said I had video of it?
Tell it to the judge. Look at Snitch Ben, Narc Ben.
Yeah, dude. Wow, back and forth here.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is,
you both have terrible arguments.
Someone in the
and
chat
it's hard
just
to
said
pick one.
Someone in the chat just said Ben's not too sharp, but he spelled it too like T-O instead of T-O-O. You're the one saying
Jesus.
I'm not sharp, but you can't even use the right to. Come on, buddy.
Ben, are you going to Sharp?
Shart?
Sharp. Are you going
Am I
to
going to
Sharp?
Sharp?
Are you going to Sharp?
What is sharp?
I don't know. If you were not too sharp, if you're not going too sharp,
Oh, I like that.
They are right. If you're not going too sharp,
I'm not aware of an event or,
Where is
or a
Sharp?
location called Sharp.
You're
So
not,
no, I'm
you're
not.
too sharp. See, they're right.
Where is Sharp this year?
Sharp is outside of a Roswell.
Does
New
that
Mexico.
does that company
Gonna do
that
Rossi
made
wrong?
like Discount Electronics Sharp, does that still exist?
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They do, actually.
They
I
do?
just saw one of their TVs today in a fucking Fry's
There,
Electronics.
wherever the head offices for Sharp are. Yes, I'm going there.
You are?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm too
they're
sharp.
wrong. They're wrong.
I'm too sharp.
Yeah, sorry, people in chat that said Ben's not too sharp. He is too sharp.
I'm too sharp. I can't
going
tell you
there.
when exactly, but yes.
He
I
has
plan on
plans.
attending Sharp.
He has plans.
You know, Sharp. Whenever I hear Sharp, I think of Skinhead against
Skinheads
racial
against prejudice. Yeah.
Skinheads against racial prejudice. Yeah, that was like there was a big problem back in the day because the original skinhead movement wasn't racist.
Yeah.
And then the racist
Skanking
faction of it
motherfuckers.
started to get bigger than the original faction of it. So they started a group to be like, hey, we're not racist. It's pretty interesting.
Skins versus Sharps, man.
Yeah. I think that happened on Donahue or something. Either Donahue
did.
or
You're
Peralta.
fucking right.
Donahue was
Yeah.
lit back in the days.
Donahue was better than Oprah.
Fuck yeah,
I don't know
it was.
how Oprah came in. Maybe
You know how.
because she appealed to the housewives
Yeah.
instead of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Action.
Yep.
Oprah started talking to women emotionally. Donahue just entertained women with his crazy shit. And they're like, wait, we can go a step further and actually like pander to women. And Oprah will do it for us. Oprah will sit
Well,
there
yeah,
and be fat and eat chicken.
You're not too sharp.
I don't plan on going there.
Well, and
no.
then
No,
the,
I
the
meant
evolution
two,
of Donahue
like
was
the number two.
Why
what,
do you say
Jerry
that?
Springer, right?
You're not too sharp.
I am too sharp. I could open a pop can with my teeth.
And you're also not too sharp, T-O-O, meaning, you know, you dress kind of nice, but you're not too sharp.
I'm not dressed too sharp right
Right,
now, but I
right.
could be too sharp. I could dress too sharp.
Sounds like a 90s rapper name, Too Sharp.
Too sharp.
The number 2 Sharp.
Too
Yeah, and
sharp
the
on the
S
track.
is a dollar sign.
Dollar sign. All I see is dollar signs. Someone
So-
said I'm too short. That's not true.
So this is our bonus stream. The reason why we're doing our third stream this week is because everyone helped us reach the goal last week. We have probably the biggest uphill battle ever. Maybe not. I think we may have been like just over 100 going in. But this is a Thursday.
Yeah.
Normally Saturday is the big day where we really pull it out. So guys, we really need your help.
Yeah, if anybody out there was thinking about throwing us a couple $100, just do it now.
I mean, yeah.
it's looking very dire for us today on this this third show of the week because we usually do Saturday, but we had Jesse Lee Peterson yesterday, which I think was a fucking wonderful episode. That shit was I rewatched it and I was dying laughing.
It was funny.
It was so funny. Everybody's like, dude, that was funny. People would hit me up. That was funny. That's good stuff. So, you know, if you guys want to give us some Streamlabs, hit our Streamlab goal. Today is the day.
I wish I would have taken screenshots last night, but I didn't. But before I went to bed last night, the show from last night had almost 9,000 views on it. It was showing about 9,000 views. I went to bed, and when I woke up this morning, it was down to 7,000, like the high 600 or 6,000s, basically. So what happened was somehow YouTube determined that about 2,000 to 3,000 of the views we had when I went to sleep weren't valid. That happens all the time now.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever put out a video on YouTube that gets more views than usual, watch it for like the first maybe like 4 to 8 hours, and then take a look at it like the next day. Chances are you'll either see a decrease or you'll see like almost no growth at all. People get like it's not just a rumor. YouTube throttles certain channels. I wish I would have looked up the throttling thing, because I didn't know that any of that stuff dropped until it was too late. The whole going into the source code and finding the P-score. And
I was on a plane on the way back when I was hearing about that, and I was just luckily before we hit the air, I was able to message Justin Wang and ask him to look up the P-score for my channel and your channel, or this channel.
Speaking of Justin Wang,
yeah.
For anyone who is a Justin Wang fan and also a Hannibal and Monty fan, our next episode on Tuesday, Justin Wang and Hannibal and Monty are going to be on. So that's good.
Nice.
We were going to do our private show for Patreon on Monday, but we're moving it to Wednesday instead. Because we need more time to prepare for actual Mania. We don't even know what the card is going to be yet.
We got some ideas, so we're going to piece that together. And
you know what we do? Because this show's been around for like 6 years and we've had so many weird people on the internet that we've had feuds with, we almost position it like a pro wrestling pay-per-view where we put them up against each other and we show like the videos that make them look as bad as possible. And then we have the audience vote on who they think is the worst out of the two.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, there's going to be a cringerweight
totally.
title. Who was the cringerweight versus Egghead?
And we call it Actual Mania.
Egghead, who do we call for the cringerweight versus you? We had somebody lined up for Egghead for the cringiest.
You know Egghead's going to go like buy a belt and wear it if he wins.
Oh, God.
How sad would it be?
I
don't know if you guys recall when we were on the Altered Perspective last.
Yeah.
We had just come off of a big loss. We all had to go and see what was it? What the fuck show did we go see, Dylan?
It's the Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble last year.
Yeah. I remember Alan being all
you guys are pro
about
wrestling, and along with Dylan and the rest of us over at NFHC, we fucking hate that shit.
Well, here's the thing.
We had to go and sit through 6.5 hours of fucking Royal Rumble on fucking hard seats in a baseball stadium. It was the worst day of my life. And I've had 2 surgeries in one day, you guys. Like,
having
by far,
a basic understanding.
The worst day of my life.
Well, I do want to back up on that a little bit too. See, having a basic understanding on how pro wrestling works helps to make an entertaining show. Like, we incorporate that into what we do and make it wonderful. We understand that. Yeah. And also from what I understand. Sorry?
No, I don't think you have to understand pro wrestling to be entertaining. It's just like a cheat code.
Yeah.
Hey, I throw my wrestling knowledge in there without their consent. It's fine.
Yeah,
Dylan's into the whole non-consensual thing.
And also, from what I understand, none of you guys are athletic enough to beat Dylan, and that's why you had to go to Royal Rumble,
exactly.
Right?
Damn.
Right? Because this came down to like athletic competition. You guys thought you were all better, and he showed you up. So not only are wrestling fans more creative, but they're also more athletic at the same time.
That's what I've been saying all along.
Superior altogether.
I hate this conversation.
I think people who, okay, it's okay to not like wrestling, but the people who are, it's not just that you don't like wrestling, it's that you're like offended by its existence, even when you don't have to acknowledge it. People who do that, I think there's something deep inside of them that's hurting.
Absolutely. I have deep-seated issues, my friend. But, hey, don't we all?
Well, I think what it comes down to when people actually are mad at wrestling, it's because they don't understand that wrestling is supposed to be fake. And they're like, it's fake.
Yeah,
why
like-
are you trying to trick me?
Yeah, yeah,
Why?
like-
I don't get it. And it's like
That was
you don't
over
get it.
forever ago.
Yeah, but people still hold on to that, and they feel like it's
Their
some sort
problem. I don't care if, yeah.
Ben's like the type of guy that shits his pants, but doesn't mind walking around in shitty pants, and he walks around and everything stinks because he shit his pants. He's like, their problem. I don't
You know
care. I don't care if I have a pant load of duty.
You know what?
It's their problem.
You know what? I would say this is a good analogy, but the thing is that the person who came up with that analogy has literally shit his pants multiple times.
And walked
as an
around
adult,
with it.
As an adult, and I never have.
But I never
So
made
that's
it
the
their
difference.
problem. I always went. I was like, "Sorry, guys, I got a pant load of shit right now. I'm gonna
It was
go
still
wash
their
my
problem.
ass."
It was still their problem.
But
like,
I didn't-
like
I
when your
didn't-
cousin was stuck in the car with you and you shit your pants.
Well, he wasn't. It did okay. He wasn't stuck in the car when it stunk because I created a vacuum lock with my big barreled ass, and so the stench was locked.
See, that was
until
the ass
peeled
I was
myself
speaking of
off.
earlier. That you pull like reasons and excuses out. of.
Yeah, and then when I
See?
stood up after we parked the car, I stood up and that released the hounds. The hounds of just
Is that
ass.
what you call it?
The hounds of just ass. And that's when he was like, he was able to jump out of the car then. It wasn't moving. So he just gagged a whole lot and hated me a whole lot. No problem.
You know,
Your problem.
Billy trained for how long to be a wrestler? How long?
I don't know. I went off and on for a couple years.
Oh,
so.
I see.
Yeah, I did a lot of training up in Canada and wrestling with a bunch of guys that were indie workers.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Indie workers.
It was a hobby.
Are any of them anything now?
A few.
One of the people that was at like they did training right before me, but Becky Lynch was training there,
In
and she's like
Vancouver.
she main evented WrestleMania this
Our
last year.
Our local referee for one of our indie feds here is the main AEW referee right now.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
she's the top ref, Aubrey.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I got one of my buddies who I guess I don't know. Did he contact you or did you read something he posted?
It's a legendary known story.
Okay, just one of my buddies who was like CZW world champion, maybe got stuck on the train tracks in a car with me when I was driving, and we almost died. And
Dude,
he said something about it.
I remember the day you started
You really
driving
needed that
again.
Pikachu, didn't you?
There was no Pokemon Go back then.
The very day Billy started driving again, he almost killed him and Joe in his car.
Did I?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
I know. Where... Man, I saw him around before we started too, man. I need him to back up because you do the deny.
Well, remember that.
I don't recall.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
I don't
You know
recall.
what deny is actually like. I'm not denying anything. I literally don't remember it. But all you have to do when you're in court to deny
Is
something,
make yourself forget things.
exactly make yourself believe that it's the other way around.
What if I just get so
all you have to do is
drunk?
believe it. It
got
doesn't
that
have to be
covered.
true. You just have to believe
What
it.
if I just get so drunk that I can't remember anything?
You're
when I go
fine.
to
You're
court?
clear. I don't remember, Your Honor. I don't remember.
What if I fall into a K-hole before I go into court?
Yeah, you don't. It doesn't have to be true. You just have to believe that it's true. That's all you got to do. Convince yourself it's true, and you're not lying.
I went to Fry's Electronics today, and I had to make 2 U-turns because I forgot where I was going within a mile. Yeah. I don't think
Wow.
that'll be a problem for me. Yeah. I need to lay off the weed for a while, I think.
You know, it's weird. Like, I remember, now that we have computers remember so many things for us, I forget
Right.
things that I used to take for granted. Like, the other day trying to spell, like, I can't spell as good as I used to because I forget
Oh, I
how
can't
to
spell
spell.
for shit anymore.
Because
Billy,
computers fix it
Are
all
you
for me.
mufflazine?
Are your mufflers in?
Is your muffler in?
Thank you, Lucas, guys.
And another thing is like I used to remember the phone numbers of basically everyone I knew, like anyone I talked to regularly. I
You
don't know-
had to, yeah, because you had to go to a payphone and call somebody.
yeah.
So you needed to remember their number.
I had a mini phone book where I write people's numbers in, like people I'd only call occasionally, but like my direct friends that I saw like every weekend. I had all of their numbers memorized. Now the only phone number I can remember is my own. That's the only phone number I remember. I'm lucky enough to remember that. You know,
Yeah.
it's
My dad's had the same number for like 28 years, so I'll never forget that. It was my number for a while. So
I know my sister's
that
phone
and my
number.
That's it.
I know my sister's phone number. I can remember her phone number. That must mean something. I must care about her.
Maybe. You did pile driver when you were kids.
As like a wrestling move, not the sexual position, you sicko.
I didn't mean the...
Why did it needs to be clarified? Because there's a pile driver
I think you're
sexual
the sicko
position.
because
Absolutely.
you took it there.
Because everybody listens like, wait, what do you mean pile driver?
No, I don't think so because pretty much everyone's heard this story before anyway.
Okay,
right?
good. I just want to make sure for those that haven't, that may watch more porn than pro wrestling, it was a pro wrestling move.
Yeah.
Is she a stepsister or regular?
She's my full sister, dude. This is not Pornhub conversation. Stop.
Tell us more.
Stop.
All right,
What's she
so
looking
we're gonna do a little bit of news really quick here, guys. If you want to help support the show, please send us your Streamlabs. We're trying to reach the goal before the end of this show.
We've gotten to 25%. That says something about our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. News intro.
He called me sir. It got me so human angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
I didn't bring up anything like that.
And you better well learn to love it.
Get it right. If you're gonna throw allegations at me, just get it right.
Who's throwing alligators at you?
Dot executables being a sicko.
He's throwing alligators?
Yeah.
What kind of pile driver was it?
It was like the old school 1980s.
Like just straight up
Yes.
head
And
in
he
your,
got
head in
between
your
the
crotch?
thighs and everything.
I don't even remember.
he got banned. No, what? This is okay.
I don't remember what type of
Now
pile
you're doing
driver
that.
it
I don't
was.
remember again.
I don't remember what type of pile driver it was.
Actually, you know what? I don't even remember. She might have been the one that did it to me.
No, because my mom told me that's why, as I pile drive my sister.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. I assume it was a traditional pile driver, like Jerry Lawler style. It may have
Your
been
mom doesn't know
Tombstone.
what a pile driver is.
I know,
Does
that's
she?
what I'm thinking too. Maybe I gave her an attitude adjustment, John Cena style.
But anyway, he got banned from watching wrestling for like how
for
long?
a while.
5 years?
I think it was from until I was about 5 years old until I was 11 years old. I remember watching wrestling at my cousin's house, and Shawn Michaels was on, and my uncle was calling Shawn Michaels the F-A G-G-O-T word. He's like, he's a...
Fajot?
Yeah. He's like, he's a... And I
Yeah,
was
that's
like...
the hard
a-
carrot.
A
I was like-
Frenchman?
Yeah, I was like, what is that? What is that?
A Fajot?
And I was watching Shawn Michaels. I was like, is that what a Fajo is? And then I was watching...
Fajot.
And I was like, these Fajos are pretty cool. And so I got back into wrestling after that. He was with Sensational Sherry, I think.
That's the most awesome Fajot I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life.
I was like, dude, I love these Fajos.
So here are the most heated moments from last night's debate, the Democratic primary debate in Atlanta. You know what, though? I don't like Cory Booker at all, but Cory Booker got in some zingers on Joe Biden.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of easy though, right?
Low hanging fruit.
I like Cory Booker.
I
more
have a
than
lot
like
of
Joe
respect
Biden.
for the vice president. He has sworn me into my office as a hero. This week, I hear him literally say that I don't think we should legalize marijuana. I thought you might have been high when you said it.
Some people react like, "How dare you say that?" and some people laughed.
And let me tell you, because
I wonder who wrote that for him.
Oh, I heard some booze back there. Yeah.
Yeah.
marijuana.
I thought it was hilarious.
Marijuana in our country is already legal for privileged people, and it's the war on drugs.
It's true. Even when it was
He's not
technically,
wrong.
even when it was technically illegal in every state, there are certain people who could smoke weed and never get in trouble for having
Yeah,
it.
like me, because I was a white guy. But a black dude gets fucking, 8 months. I got caught with weed, and I, did fucking time served on 3 days and fucking probation or whatever.
During
that still sucks though. Like, and you still got a record from it too. Like, I have a record from weed too.
During Prohibition, the alcohol prohibition, 4 out of 5 congressmen still consumed alcohol during Prohibition.
That's I don't doubt that one bit.
Yeah, and this is just a prohibition of marijuana here. Yeah. It's been going on for a lot longer.
Way longer.
Yeah.
The alcohol prohibition was only like 10 years. This has been going on for like a century.
Damn near.
Since alcohol prohibition.
Right.
Has been a war on black and brown people.
If you notice, I have more people supporting me in the black community that have announced for me because they know me. They know who I am. 3 former chairs of the
black friends.
Yes.
He just did the I got black friends.
Christ.
Not only does he have black
and here's
friends,
the black guy.
Like he is the friend of black people. He is like the universal friend, white friend of black people, is what he's saying.
Damn, Biden.
Because Obama, he's going to say basically because Obama's black and that's why he was vice president.
Black caucus.
Yeah, he's got
the only African American woman that ever been elected to the United States Senate. A whole range of people.
No,
my point is
that's not true. The other one is here.
I said the first. I said the first African American elected. First African. So my point is.
But I want to get back to Pete Buttigieg and his comment about experience. Pete, you'll agree that the service that we both have provided to our country as veterans by itself does not qualify us to serve as commander-in-chief. I think the most recent example of your inexperience in national security and foreign policy came from your recent careless statement about how you as president would be willing to send our troops to Mexico to fight the cartels.
So these are the 2 youngest ones, and he used to be on the bottom with her, and now he's moved up to like 4th place. First place in certain polls, like in Iowa, he's in 1st or 2nd place.
Buttigieg is?
Yeah. So now the people at the bottom are attacking him, trying to knock him down so they can get up in there. And these two, like, if either one of these people won the presidency, they'd be the youngest president ever.
Where's Yang at?
Yang's on there. So you know what? Yang looks like he's putting on some weight.
He's probably fattening up.
Probably.
My boy's eating.
Dude, we had I didn't want to argue with him that long about with Jesse Lee Peterson about Yang, but he did the whole, he looks like he's from another country. It's like, no, he's not.
Hannibal's like, he's born in Schenectady.
You're right. And he's like, what's that?
What that?
And then I was like, he doesn't have an accent. He, like, if I just played a recording of him, you'd probably just think he was a white guy or something.
He sound foreign.
No, he doesn't.
He sound foreign. He look foreign. He sound foreign.
Yeah, he look.
Does he sound foreign? Like, all his ideas, they're very foreign to me. He didn't say that. That would have been
Bernie Sanders 2020, OC 2024.
2024?
Yeah, I think AOC is 2024.
Oh, AOC. Yeah. I was like, Bernie Sanders 2024?
Yeah, she'll be young enough.
What do you want?
She'll be old enough to run in 2024. That
she
AOC.
will,
and she'll have all the proper footing put in for someone to actually run for president at that age, because her name's being talked about before this election is even there. Like that people actually are excited about her right now. She can just build that momentum over the next 4 years. She might take it, because people are gonna be fed up with fucking everything else. I'm sure. I don't see someone following Trump's footsteps and being that charismatic on that side of the board, unless it's Kanye.
Oh no.
As Commander-in-Chief,
Kanye versus AOC,
leader of our armed forces, I bring extensive experience serving for 7 years in Congress, on the Foreign Affairs Committee, on the Armed Services Committee, on the Homeland Security Committee, meeting with leaders of...
This is like the same shit she said on The View.
...of countries around the world, working with military commanders of different commands, dealing with high-level national security briefings, understanding what...
They need to get an air horn at the debates and just air horn them when they won't shut up.
It's necessary, the preparation that I've gotten to walk in on day one to serve as Commander-in-Chief.
No. The way it's positioned, that is selectively put.
I mean, they could have dyed the rest of her hair.
Right,
do you think she's naturally gray and the rest of her hair is dyed, or do you think that she dyed the gray hair in?
I think she might. I'm trying to answer your question. So she probably has gray areas, if not all gray, but at least maybe a few. But keeping that streak there looks nice, so they kept it there. Whereas, like over 10 years ago, people would have just dyed away all the gray. It only became fashionable, like, within the last decade, to where, like, make organized gray.
Experience.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I was just wondering if you think they dyed the gray into her hair to look experienced.
No.
Oh no, she's old enough and had enough stress in her life. That
She's-
she's probably got enough gray.
She's 37.
You know.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
probably
Oh
got
yeah.
some.
Absolutely.
Especially when you have darker hair, gray shows more easily too.
Yeah, I know that story.
So I was reading about her, and it's interesting because not only is she the first ever Samoan person to be in the Senate, or is she in the Senate or Congress? I always forget. She's a congresswoman.
Congress, yeah.
Yeah,
She
she's
just
a
said congresswoman a second ago.
Yeah. She's a congresswoman. She's the first Samoan congresswoman and the first Hindu. So like her religion
so check
is.
this out. Have you heard about her Hindu surfer cult
Yes,
upbringing?
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy, dude.
Sure.
Oh my god, the shit that you can't directly tie her to anything really, but the shit that the leader of this cult did was fucking like horrendous.
There's
man.
all kinds of horrendous religious cults out there. There's all kinds of them out there. Yeah,
and her parents were a big into it. So and she's never. I don't know. Is that the kind of thing as a candidate you have to come out and denounce, or do you just hope that it goes under the radar?
Anything that happened to her as a kid, she should not have to apologize or denounce at all. I mean,
according to some people were saying that she was involved with it in like college and stuff.
Sure,
So,
I mean, after being indoctrinated into it her entire life.
Having everybody you were raised with in it, like you're gonna be involved, right?
I mean, like that happened to the younger people who were involved with Westboro Baptist Church, and some of them ended up leaving.
Sure. Yeah,
you know. So
when I was at the Westboro Baptist Church, the Rainbow House was getting set up. The first time I went, the Rainbow House was getting set up, and the second time I went back, it had been up, and they put like a Rainbow House across the street to give access to the members of the family that wanted to leave but didn't know where to go. They're like, literally walk across the street. This house is here for you. We'll get you out of the church.
So yeah, I don't care about her having been a member of a cult.
I actually prefer her being in a cult than someone raised Christian.
I don't care either way. But it is interesting that she's Hindu. Obviously, Hinduism isn't common among Samoan Americans normally. But yeah.
Or any American for that matter.
Yeah, but Indians. Hinduism is so like areas where a lot of Indians live, like here in the Seattle area, we have our fair share of Indians here. Most of them would be Hindu if they're religious, and then Sikhs probably after that.
Fun.
Sure. You know, India is the second most populated country in the world, has almost as many people as China, so they're everywhere.
Is it second? Was it first before?
It was a long time ago.
How long ago?
Hundreds of years ago.
Okay, why did I think they were ahead of China like in the 90s?
Let me see.
No, I thought they were. I thought
they were too. Yeah,
I'm with Billy on this one.
I still think India might be the most populated.
It isn't.
No, it's not. China is.
China is?
I'm almost positive.
Okay. I like to think that India.
I like to think I'm always right.
I like to think that India is populated in my heart as the number one. Sorry, China.
It's always number one to you.
Yeah, the T series for the win. No. India has the fastest population growth. That could be what I'm thinking about. Their growth.
Damn it!
What's up?
Oh, you mean that thing that I didn't actually say? That's what I meant the whole time.
Well, I'm just saying that could be what I'm thinking of. I'm not saying,
okay.
I'm not over here.
What Billy was actually thinking of is always what ended up being right.
You know, only the Sith deal in absolutes, Ben.
That's a clever system, Billy.
Too bad I'm not the Sith, so I couldn't force choke your ass right now.
You'd try. But I'm literally fucking Baby Yoda, dude. You can't
You're
fuck
Baby
with
Yoda?
You can't fuck with little Baby Yoda.
What the hell happened to you?
You can't fuck with little Baby Yoda. I'm Big Baby Yoda? I'm Big Baby Yoda.
So that huge fucking thing in that Egghead video was Yoda.
I'm Big Baby Yoda. Come fuck with me.
It's a great rap name.
Big Baby Yoda.
Big Baby Yoda.
That would be good.
Big Baby Yoda.
India has 1.37 billion and China has 1.38 billion.
So here's
China
some like
just recently passed.
No. Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No. Okay, so these are the populations of India and China. These are projections.
Projections. So
but hold on. So it goes all the way down to 1950. So back to 1950, China's bigger here. There's China like really pulling away here. But like people were saying.
Okay, so back into the 50s, 60s?
No. It's further than that. It's been hundreds of years since India had a larger population than China.
Yeah, it must be the projection growth is what I was thinking.
Well, right. If it keeps trending in this direction, then India will have more people than China eventually. And historically, hundreds of years ago, India had a larger population than China too.
Anybody who thinks that Baby Yoda is cringe, like what? Who hurt you?
Yeah, go fuck yourselves.
Who hurt you? I can't believe people are anti-Baby Yoda.
Someone just pointed out something so profound. Oh my God!
About my height?
Only the Sith deal in absolutes is an absolute.
Absolutely.
Wow. That goes to show you the Jedi aren't the good guys, and that's what.
Well,
Rian
and
Johnson's
Yoda
trying to
says
do.
or there is no try. That's an
There is no
absolute.
try.
That was
There is no
fucking
try.
decades prior.
Damn.
There's some plot holes.
Not plot holes.
Oh.
It's showing you that religion is fucking
broke.
fucked on both sides.
So the estimated projection would be that looks like, where is it? Right here. 2024, based on current trends, is when India would surpass China.
All right.
Yeah. Right here.
2024.
Yeah.
You know, that's probably why T-Series is so popular on YouTube, because China blocked YouTube, right? They're like, you can't do that here. Otherwise, China would be
China
number
block-
one.
China blocked YouTube?
You can't really have YouTube in China, right? Like, there's their own version of it.
Yeah, for years there was no YouTube or Facebook in China, and now there's kind of a weird limited. They refer to it as the Great Firewall of China. Yeah, there's probably even an article.
If you
on
are
it.
still into Star Wars, then you are cringe. I'm sorry, someone has to tell the truth.
I don't like Star Wars. I love Star Wars.
He thinks Star Wars is better
Agreed.
now than it ever was. He seriously does, right?
I mean,
in your
not
opinion,
ever.
Star Wars is better now than
what? Not ever. I'm saying
What's the best Star Wars movie ever?
Empire Strikes Back.
It might be Empire. It might be Last Jedi.
So you were trolling when you said it was Last Jedi. Then
No, I'm
you're
saying,
just trying to get a rise
I'm
out of
saying
people.
Last Jedi. We have with Empire. We have the entire trilogy it's built around. So Empire is complete. Last Jedi is not complete yet. There's one more movie coming out that will either solidify The Last Jedi as the best Star Wars movie of all time, or the second best if the end of the trilogy is that much more satisfactory and just overall better. We have one more trilogy coming, one more movie coming out here, and that will tell whether or not The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie of all time. It might not be.
I agree with that 100%.
You too?
Yeah, that's a solid take.
No, you guys are insane.
And then Rogue One will be a close
You guys
second.
are insane.
I'm
Hold on. It's up to the next movie to determine how good the movie before it was.
Well,
definitely.
It's
Okay, hold
there's
on.
a
Just gotta
story
write
arc,
something
man.
down really quick here. Don't invite not for human consumption. All right, what were you saying?
Ben, you don't understand how stories are told. This movie is not a standalone movie. It's part of a trilogy.
Agreed.
It's the story's not fully been told yet. It's got a lot of pacing that's brought up to bring our characters from where they were in the introductory movie to where they are now to get them ready to end the trilogy. And there was a lot of things that happened in The Last Jedi that just aren't going to pay off in The Last Jedi. I hope. I hope that's what I'm saying.
I didn't watch a Star Wars movie ever until last year, and I watched all of them.
That's why your opinion means nothing.
Clyde
No,
Frog
I
said
have
Rian
zero
Johnson.
jaded issues with Star Wars. Like all you motherfuckers that are so jaded and think your childhood is getting ruined and shit.
Oh, I don't
It's not.
care
It's
about
just-
that. It's just I don't like the movie. I'm not personally offended. If I don't like a movie, I just say I don't like it and I won't watch it. You know, I don't feel personally violated or anything like that.
Which
But I
Star
still
Wars
think it's,
movie
I
is
still think
Star
it's
Wars
trash.
right now?
And I think if you don't really have an appreciation for Star Wars and the first Star Wars movie you saw was that, then yeah, your opinion means less to me. It has nothing to do with me thinking my childhood's ruined.
The first Star Wars movie that Dylan saw was A New Hope. He watched them in order on our show. We did reviews, and he did a review per show for every fucking Star Wars movie in a row, and up into including The Last Jedi. So. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting his the way he learned about Star Wars, because he kind of, he just used it as a trolling thing. He used to make fun of us for enjoying a thing like we make fun of him for enjoying wrestling. But he he came into it with zero like preconceptions, and he watched them from beginning to end. And he A New Hope to all the way up to present day. So he's got like a compressed view of Star Wars, as where I'm super attached to it because I was fucking 5, when I first saw that shit. And I hated the fucking prequels. I fucking hated the prequels.
See,
I'm glad they're doing at least something better than fucking Hayden Christensen fucking left it.
See, that's
fucking
like
prick.
I also didn't really like the prequels, but it didn't bother me. Like I wasn't bothered.
Well, see, I have Star Wars tattoos. And I got those Star Wars tattoos before the prequels came out. Like I was into it. I'm a huge fucking nerd for Star Wars. I always have been.
I was always
and then
a big
the
fan
prequels
for Star
came
Wars
out.
too.
I waited in line for that fucking movie. That's an affront. I am offended. It's fucking 18-year-old me was angry at the end of that movie. I was unhappy. And Hayden Christensen wasn't fucking terrible, but he wasn't good enough to fucking save it from that stupid little shit that they had playing Anakin in the
I
fucking
can't
Phantom
believe
Menace.
I'm saying
that was
this.
garbage. I hated
Can we
that
talk
little
about
fuck.
wrestling some more?
All right, Red Scare, you're paying for it. We'll talk about wrestling some more. You remember when
you can't think of it.
When the Shocker debuted?
The Shockmaster.
The Shockmaster debuted with that Stormtrooper helmet on?
Yeah.
He had that Stormtrooper helmet because Star Wars was so popular that they put the Stormtrooper helmet on a wrestler.
All right, come on.
I know that it's par for the course in Washington to take remarks out of context, but that is outlandish even by the standards of today's politics.
Are you saying that you didn't say that?
I was talking about U.S.-Mexico cooperation. We've been doing security cooperation with Mexico for years, with law enforcement cooperation and a military relationship that could continue to be developed with training relationships, for example. Do you seriously think anybody on this stage is proposing invading Mexico?
That's not
I'm
what I
talking
said.
about
That's not
building
what I
up.
said.
I'm talking
That's not
about
what I
building
said.
up alliances. And if your question is about experience, let's also talk about judgment. One of the foreign leaders you mentioned meeting was Bashar al-Assad. I have, in my experience, such as it is, whether you think it counts or not, since it wasn't accumulated in Washington.
You know this guy. He's evil.
Enough judgment. I mean, she did meet with Bashar al-Assad. Like,
sure,
like she met with him.
Sure.
He gave him a tour, and there's correspondence and stuff. I listened to a podcast called Behind the Bastards. And he's doing a breakdown on all the candidates, him and a couple other comedians, and he got real deep on Tulsi Gabbard, and fuck, it's some weird shit, man. She went and hung out with the Bashar al-Assad like just before the civil war broke out. Like, I mean, he was already an enemy of our state, like quote unquote,
Sure.
according to fucking, and she's over there as a a Hawaiian congresswoman, like hanging out with.
Yeah, I mean, we've done that before.
A guy who
we've
Sure.
sent like ambassadors and diplomats to go hang out with Kim Jong-il when he was still alive. We've done that kind of stuff. I mean,
Sure.
that's not.
No,
unheard
you're
of.
right. The way
Not
she I don't know, she kind of half-assed defends him though. Like she did there for a little while until the war actually
That's
broke
diplomacy, right? Like you do defend people
Yeah.
that you're trying to be diplomatic with.
I'm against military intervention in things like these anyway.
Sat down
So
with a
I
murderous
agree with her
dictator
a
like
lot.
that.
Congresswoman Gabbard, let me allow you to respond. Thank you. You were asked directly whether you would send our troops to Mexico to fight cartels, and your answer was yes. The fact checkers can check this out.
No.
But your point about judgment is absolutely correct. Our commander-in-chief does need to have good judgment. And what you've just pointed out is that you would lack the courage to meet with both adversaries and friends to ensure the peace and national security of our nation. I take the example of those leaders who have come before us, leaders like JFK, who met with Khrushchev, like Roosevelt, who met with Stalin,
like Donald Trump,
Reagan, who met and worked with Gorbachev. These issues of national security are incredibly important. I will meet with and do what is necessary.
I don't have a problem meeting with them. I honestly don't have
Yeah,
a problem
you know
with
that. Yeah, I don't either. The way it's painted, depending on who, which side you're on or whatever. I'm having a hard time right now giving a fuck about either of these people, though.
You know what I can't wait for? The first comedian to run for president. Because he's just going to fucking roast the shit out of everybody, and it's going to be hilarious. We need that. We need more comedy.
In a way, Trump was kind of a comedian.
Trump is like the roasting president. He does roast.
He is, definitely.
Everybody. And it's so like schoolyard jokes. It's like bullying. He's like, here comes
Pocahontas.
Yeah, Pocahontas.
Yeah, everyone gets a nickname.
And it always works. It always, like, his fan base gets riled up because they're, I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
Lowest
They're
common
like,
denominator. Pocahontas, the batch translation has more rights. She's lying. She's not native. She's stupid.
See this polling? We got Bernie back in second place here.
Bernie's back from his heart attack.
Yeah, that didn't help him out well.
Oh, young Yanger.
Like Biden, there's no way he could beat Trump.
No,
even
absolutely
close.
not.
They say Biden has a better
if they're
chance
gonna
of
shove
beating
Biden
Trump.
down our throat again, I don't
Well,
even
yeah.
give a shit.
All the polls are trying to say Biden is like him and Yang were the two that could actually beat Trump. They were saying that, which is, I guess,
don't
because
believe
they
that.
appeal to the middle. I don't know.
Yeah, Billy's a big Yang fan.
Well,
So
there was a poll like a
Me
month
too,
ago
me
where
too.
they said that.
I think he's got great ideas and everything. He just doesn't. I mean, he can't just jump in straight from the private sector and do this thing. That's that's not the way American politics works.
Bernie's
Well, no, we
reached-
always wait till it's a problem to take care of things. He's too far ahead of what America would do. They'll wait till it's an issue, then go, oh,
Right.
we didn't even see this coming.
Right. No one said anything about this before.
Generation, it's
Harris went after
like a glass
Tulsi.
of Arnold Palmer on a warm winter day.
unfortunate that we have someone on the stage who is attempting to be the Democratic nominee for President of the United States, who during the Obama administration spent 4 years full-time on Fox News criticizing President Obama.
More guilt by association. She was on Fox News.
Full-time.
That's
who has spent
ridiculous.
full-time criticizing people on this stage as affiliated with the Democratic Party. When Donald Trump was elected, not even sworn in, buddied up to Steve Bannon to get a meeting with Donald Trump in the Trump Tower, fails to call a war criminal by what he is as a war criminal, and then spends full time during the course of this campaign, again, criticizing the Democratic Party.
Congresswoman Gabbard, I'll give you a chance to respond. What Senator Harris is doing is unfortunately continuing to traffic in lies and smears and innuendos because she cannot challenge the substance of the argument that I'm making, the leadership and the change that I'm seeking to bring in our foreign policy, which only makes me guess that she will, as president, continue the status quo, continue the Bush, Clinton, Trump foreign policy of regime change wars, which is deeply destructive. This is personal to me because I served in Iraq. I left my seat in the state legislature in Hawaii, volunteered to deploy to Iraq, where I served in a medical unit where every single day I saw the terribly high human cost of war. I take very seriously the responsibility that the president has to serve as commander-in-chief, to lead our armed forces, and to make sure always, no, I'm not going to put party interests first.
I'm not going to put party interests.
She's pretty
first.
genuine.
I don't. Well, yeah. They every single one of them sounds genuine.
Well,
no.
I just like
Not
people
all
who
of them.
aren't a shill for the Democratic Party, because I feel like the Democratic Party has
Lost the last election.
hijacked what the Democratic people want, and they're just doing their own fucking thing. And I don't want to get behind.
Like Bernie got fucked over last year or last time around. Absolutely, he got. I mean, that was he could have beat Trump. You know,
that's what all the projections said.
It would have been likely. I mean, a lot of projections said Hillary would have won too.
Absolutely, and I mean, Hillary won the popular vote, so there's that. But you know, I mean, it's not like it's not like Trump didn't scare away enough people, you know, to lose. He just played the fucking electoral game
Ben.
really well.
She is guilty. She sold out for the money. Now it's getting thrown back in her stupid smug face.
Who's she talking about?
Who? Hillary?
Tulsi? Does he mean Tulsi?
Tulsi. I think she has a stupid. Does she have a stupid smug face? Damn it, Red Scare! Send us another $20 to let us know who you're talking about.
By the way, I set up a poll that you all can vote on. The poll is Billy's take on Star Wars. Billy's take on Star Wars. There's a poll up right now. There's a link in the description. Right or wrong? Is he right or wrong?
Argue about what someone's opinion is right or wrong, because opinions are so important that you can't.
Well, it doesn't mean
possibly have one that's dissenting.
Well, here's the thing. I don't mean objectively wrong. I mean, in their opinion, do they disagree?
So their opinion is more important than my opinion.
No.
So just vote on it.
No.
Here's what I want you guys to do. Am I right to have my own fucking opinion about Star Wars, or am I wrong to have my own fucking opinion about Star Wars?
That's not
That's
the poll.
this poll now.
No. Do they agree or disagree with your take on Star Wars? That's it. We'll see how it goes.
This is a dumb poll because they don't understand what I see with Star Wars, because I see something that's laying out well-laid plans towards making the trilogy, giving the trilogy.
This is all speculation.
I mean, it is speculation based on somebody who understands storytelling.
You always
very well.
rely on some nebulous information.
Benulous information.
Okay.
No, if this trilogy is going where I think it's going, I think that this middle episode set everything up very well, and everybody's mad because, you know, Luke Skywalker wasn't the hero. He wasn't. Why did they
I'm
do
not
that to
mad.
Luke
I just didn't think it
Skywalker?
was that good.
Why did they do that? Because Luke Skywalker
there's
realized how fucking futile all his fighting was, because he was fighting for basically the fucking it's spy versus spy, right? You have the white spy and the black spy.
I'm gonna move on.
And the Sith are the fucking
racist.
black spy, and the fucking Jedi are the white spy, and they're sitting there blowing up each other's
What about
faces.
the green titty milk?
That was delicious.
Okay.
They're over here blowing up in each other's faces, and we're like, I think where this episode is going is that, you know, it's the character DJ. He says, "Live free, don't join."
Billy's argument.
And we're gonna see
Billy's
the gray
argument
come out.
rests upon how good a movie that hasn't even come out yet will be.
I've said that same thing though. I agree 100%.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he does that for the purpose of plausible deniability, so he can claim
that's
he's
great.
right
That's
I do
great.
based
that.
on a movie.
I do that because
that
I
doesn't
see
exist.
I see things being put into place that
I
are going
want
to pay
you
off
to
big.
write a synopsis of what you think the next movie is going to be, so that when the other movie comes out, when it actually comes out and it's totally different,
I should do an entire video showing my idea, so when the movie comes out, if they don't do my idea, everybody can be like, damn, no wonder Billy thought that movie was so good, because his idea was so fucking good. Why didn't Disney give him millions of dollars and take his idea? That's what everybody will say. And Disney will see how many people are saying that, and they'll give me millions of dollars for the next one.
He won't do the video.
I may or may not.
He won't.
We don't know.
Because he doesn't want to, because he knows there's a good chance that they won't do anything.
Well, I mean, there is a very good chance they won't do it, because
if he's very specific about it, if he's not like very broad about the ideas that he puts out, then he won't be able to claim that he was actually right the whole time.
They might have changed their direction because of how pissy the fanboys got.
Hey, you gotta be careful.
Can't listen to those fuckers.
This might become Disney's Drunken Peasants. You gotta watch out.
Would you sell Drunken Peasants to Disney?
No.
You wouldn't do it, Ben, if they offered you a big buyout? If they were like
1.8 million a piece.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Nice.
I mean,
I think that Disney should buy out Drunken Peasants and re-release it.
Okay.
With a wholesome
CG.
With a
On
wholesome,
Disney Plus?
Yeah, on Disney Plus. That's what DP stands for now, Disney Plus.
The Disney Plus podcast.
All right.
Yeah,
Brandon.
Disney Plus podcast. You're watching the Drunken Peasants on Disney Plus. DP.
I like that. I like that jingle. All right. You know, the only person I saw in the chat that said they agreed with you on Star Wars admitted they were biased towards you. So that's all you got, dude.
Well, here's
that's all
the thing.
you got.
I don't need people to agree with me.
That's not what this is about. I'm not saying you need people to agree
You
with
need people to disagree with me. You made an entire poll about it.
I don't need it. I just am. I'm interested to see.
After our friend Red Scare paid $20 to have us move on, you made a poll to bring us back into this shithole. I think you are wrong, Ben.
That's fine.
You're wrong for caring this much.
I don't care that. See, now you want to make this into an argument about how much I care.
Well,
I really don't care. I'm curious to see how the voting turns out.
Curiosity killed the cat.
That's terrible. You almost killed the cat too because you were playing Pokemon Go while driving.
No,
I was there.
No, that cat ran out in front of me suicidal, and I didn't.
You hear this? You hear this?
And I didn't even come close to killing it. You just got freaked out because a cat ran in front of my car.
While you weren't looking, it ran right
I
in front of
was
your car,
looking.
and you had to slam on.
I didn't slam on the brakes.
He was playing Pokemon Go, not with the little
Executables
ball.
is the only one with the correct opinion on Star Wars story/lore.
I didn't see what he said. All right. Here's Owen Benjamin. He's talking about the history of rap music.
So we're going to go through a whole history of rap. This is Rick Rubin. Let's talk about who Rick Rubin is. Rick Rubin is an American record producer and former co-president of Columbia Records, co-founder of Def Jam Recordings, also established American Recordings with Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, Public Enemy, Ghetto Boys, Run DMC. Rubin helped popularize hip-hop music. I don't know if you guys have figured it out yet, but Rick Rubin is Jewish. So some people are like, yeah, well, Warner Records or blah, blah, blah. I'll show you who owns the record companies. This guy, I'm not joking, is named Liar Cohen. Liar Cohen is an American music industry executive. Liar Cohen, that's his real name.
Because
L-Y-O-R.
Yeah, it's not liar, it's lior.
Has been actively involved in hip-hop at various record labels for more than 30 years. He started by managing rappers for Rush Productions, then led to Def Jams. After Def Jams, Cohen took on a leadership role at Warner Brothers Group. Who do you think the Warner Brothers were? And that, of course, is Liar Cohen. Guys, I find this really funny. And again, I don't have anything against Jews.
Holy shit.
I don't have anything against Jews. I'm here to denigrate hip-hop.
Right? Yeah.
Dude, what happened to that guy? He used to be really fucking funny.
Who, Owen Benjamin?
Yeah, like his stand-up.
Yeah.
Like
Was
he did
he
like
funny?
piano and
We've
yeah,
talked
he had
about
like
this
stand-up.
before.
He played
He's been on,
piano
like,
and
Joe
stuff.
Rogan.
Well, I know he's
stuff.
been on Joe Rogan, but was he actually funny? I never heard of him.
I mean, funny is subjective too, but I mean,
I thought he was funny.
People thought he was funny. He had like a following.
People thought Dan Cook was funny.
Well, he's like a talented piano player, and he's like 8 feet tall.
Is he that tall? Fuck, I like this guy.
He's pretty. I don't know. He's a tall dude.
Sneaky. And a lot of you guys are like, yeah, but what about NWA?
Of course,
Meet
NWA. Yeah.
Jerry Heller.
Yeah, Jerry Heller
Let's
was
learn
played by
about-
Paul Giamatti
It's
in
so
the fucking
fun-
NWA movie. We all know this, dude. We all know that Jewish people got into hip hop because they were already in the entertainment business and they saw where hip hop was going, and the Jewish people weren't above making some fucking money off.
I am going to be really sad when I rewatch this episode in a couple of years and come to the realization that Ben predicted Billy's death via Poe Creek. Cherish him while you still can future me.
Thank you. Yeah, cherish me, guys.
I will.
I'm not long for this world.
Now, I mean, yeah, and at the time, most radio stations and even like MTV, they weren't playing rap music for a long time.
And
So-
it was the cheesy shit too that they were playing with no bad words, and and it wasn't the fuck the police,
No.
it was like I don't even.
Yeah,
I don't remember what those rappers were because they were fucking not memorable. They sucked.
People don't know this. Jerry Heller was a Jewish American music manager and businessman. He was best known for managing West Coast rap supergroup, and gangster rap pioneers NWA, which stood for Niggers with Attitudes.
Come on! Come the fuck on!
Jesus.
What
That's
did
a
it
hard
stand
R.
for? What did it stand for?
Owen Benjamin, something happened to this guy. If he was funny at one point, I mean, you don't have to be that funny to be a successful comedian. A lot of successful comedians just sit there and play the fucking clubs and get their little routine down and spit out the same bullshit over and over again. But something happened to this guy where he, I don't know, went to take a red pill and it was full of acid or something. And now he's just
I think
so...
he's like a lumberjack or something crazy. He like lives in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, Pete is...
For Niggers with Attitudes.
Come
By the way,
on!
Oh god damn!
Wait,
You're gonna hit me with that.
do you think actual black people name themselves niggers with attitudes? That's a gay Jewish person.
It was
name.
AS.
All right. So
This
that's
man needs to be out in the woods of Canada lumberjacking around, because if he was in any major city, he'd get slapped in the fucking mouth. You can't talk like this. He's talking wild because he doesn't have to face anybody in real life.
the guy who started. Heller played a role in the emergence of West Coast rap music when he managed Ruthless Records with Eazy-E, who died of AIDS.
He had to throw that in.
Yeah, of course he did.
And discovered, signed,
somehow that's relevant to this for some reason.
and managed the likes of NWA. Everyone's like, yeah, but what about them motherfucking Beastie Boys, dog? All Jewish. All three of them are Jewish.
Is he going to assure us that he's not against Jews again before he finishes?
They ushered in rap into the white community.
They did?
Good times.
How did the Beastie Boys get into rap then?
Oh, they were
Everyone's
paid
like-
by the Jewish people, right?
Yeah, the Jewish people.
Like, yeah, but motherfucking Drake. What's up with motherfucking Drake? He produced himself, dog. Here's Jew Drake. I don't know if you guys know this, but Drake is Jewish.
So what's your fucking point, my dude?
Other people are like, yo, dog, but what about that motherfucking Eminem and all those motherfucking Interscope Records? Interscope Records is owned by a guy named David Geffen. Let's learn about David Geffen, American business magnate, producer, film studio executive, philanthropist. Geffen created Asylum Records, Geffen Records, DreamWorks, SKG, Interscope. He was born in Brooklyn, New York. Geffen's mother owned a clothing store in Borough Park.
Okay.
Both his parents were Jewish immigrants who met at British Mandate Palestine and moved to the United States. Just a boy with a dream who ended up being an open sodomite worth $9 billion.
An open sodomite?
So when people just say
Oh, he means gay, right?
Yeah.
Interscope Records, that's him.
You don't call somebody a sodomite if you're trying to describe them in a positive light.
Right.
When I hear the term open sodomite, I think of the Goatsy guy.
What was that?
No.
I'll say it one more time. When I hear of the term open sodomite, I think of the Goatsy guy.
Yeah, right. Who's the Goatsy guy?
Don't Google it.
Okay.
It's bad.
Okay.
Anybody who knows. Anybody who doesn't know, it's a gentleman who's spreading his buttholes open
like gaping.
Yeah, gaping. You can see his inside.
So listen, I'm not this bad guy being like, oh, the Jews, this is real. Niggers with Attitudes was made by this guy. His name's Jerry Heller. He's like, listen, boys, niggers with attitudes.
I wonder if Spec sent this one in.
No one can stop you. Dr. Dre, confirmed homo. Sodomy.
Confirmed homo, Dr. Dre?
What?
Pretty
So-
sure he
so
is
what?
married to a woman
No,
and
he
has
beats
kids.
women.
Well, I mean, you can be married to a woman and still
Sure. Okay,
There's-
then he's closeted.
There's a lot of people that say that the hip hop industry is driven by down low homosexual men, and who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares if?
I think he really said some homophobic stuff in the past.
Dr. Dre?
Yes.
A lot of people who are closeted homosexuals say homophobic
When the whole thing happened with Eminem.
Yeah.
The whole homophobia accusations had with Eminem and Elton John and all that
Yeah.
stuff. I think Dr. Dre had some interesting stuff to say that probably wouldn't have went over too well today.
Yeah.
Eazy-E, confirmed homo. He died of AIDS before people knew what the fuck AIDS was.
I don't think Eazy-E was,
Not
though.
true.
I mean,
Eazy-E was not a
Yeah.
homosexual.
Well, do we know that?
Eazy-E-
No, we don't know that for sure.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
we do
well,
know
I mean,
this.
do we kn-
We do know
I've
this.
never been
it's
to
very
Alaska.
hard. It's very hard for a man to get AIDS through sex with a woman.
It still happens.
It still happens.
Oh,
It's very
it
hard.
happens. And who knows? He was probably shooting dope up. Who fucking
you, Red
knows,
Scare.
man?
Yeah.
Tupac
Yeah, I'm waiting
was
for the point here.
literally-
Is this just his way to go through hip hop history and say the N word and call?
I think he's trying to say
Jewish
Jews created hip hop or something. I
A
don't know.
ballet
It's-
dancer and a gay.
And a
Was
gay.
Marvin gay?
And a
no,
gay.
Marvin wasn't gay. Little Richard was gay as shit, though.
Was he saying Tupac was
So
gay?
they call him Little Dicky.
I don't
Little
know.
Dick.
He might have been.
Sam Cooke
Tupac
murdered?
did
Yeah, Marvin Gaye
dance,
murdered.
right?
Otis
Yeah.
Redding died mysteriously.
Tupac went to ballet
Fugees?
class at
Have
a
you ever
art school.
seen? Have you ever seen that old art school movie with him and Jada Pinkett?
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Yeah,
and
they
I think
went to-
I think they're like dancing to a Will Smith song, which is even stranger.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Remember
She has a good-
that? Whoa.
Yeah, I think it's like parents just don't understand or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tupac and Jada Pinkett went to the same art school, and there's like an old video of them.
I think it was in Baltimore or was
something
it,
like that.
It was on the East Coast.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's an old video of them in front of a green screen dancing to a Will Smith song, a Fresh Prince, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince song.
Good voice, but her message was awful. Everyone's like, no, it came from the streets. It didn't. The streets didn't used to be like that. Read Thomas Sowell talk about Harlem in the 30s and 40s and shit. People used to sleep on their balcony. You know?
What?
It was like not like that.
What?
Music
Guys.
turned.
I mean, people slept on their balcony probably because they didn't have air conditioning back then.
Guys, people used to sleep on
Right?
their balcony. Rap music's a lie.
people's minds into thinking that murder was cool. I'm dead serious.
Fuck's sake, shut up. Go
that's
fuck
it.
yourself.
Look, there was a whole lot of talk of murder and drug sales and pimping and
Crime in
everything,
general.
crime in hip hop, and I think
That's
you know,
because of the culture, though, right?
well, he's saying
Come
that
on.
people slept on their fucking balconies in the
In Harlem?
1930s Harlem, so it couldn't have been that bad.
It's a
But you know,
stretch.
this isn't from hip hop. Isn't from the 30s. Isn't from the 40s. Isn't from the 50s. Isn't from the 60s. Isn't from the 70s.
In the 80s.
It started in the 70s. But you know what happened in the 80s? Crack epidemic. And we had the rise of gang violence.
Yeah.
And we had people who, in the 70s, we had the Black Panthers. And as they got stomped out, we had the Bloods and the Crips come and
Tupac's
try and-
mom was a Black Panther.
Yeah. And they are trying to they're basically community organizers, right? That's what they are. That's what gangs are. That's what
Obama was.
That's what Obama was. They have interests for their community.
Obama was a gang?
No, he was a community
He was a
organizer.
community organizer.
I know, I heard you.
But we definitely had violence, and not all these rappers that were rapping about it were fucking in the gangs. But they knew the stories, and they told the stories the same way you have these, singers in Mexico that tell the cartel stories. and they're very popular. And
El mariachi.
El mariachi. They tell the stories of the streets because, people are... Those who aren't in the streets are scared of it. Those who are in the streets identify with it, and they see it, and the music speaks to them, and it speaks to people who don't have, excitement in their life, so little white kids want to listen to it and feel exciting and feel fucking dangerous. And they wear their fucking pants down below their butt cracks and walk around and talk like they know something because they listen to that type of music. The music was very sellable. It told a story, and it was a story that was close to reality. And that's why we have hip hop, and that's why they exploited it. That's why they exploited fucking hip hop, and they exploited the violence. And they pushed it. There's an entire conspiracy theory that they were pushing violent music because they wanted to bring violence against those communities. Who knows if that conspiracy theory has any truth behind it, but it definitely did glorify it for a while.
Yes.
Well,
hip hop's
not to
fucking
mention,
awesome though. So fuck this guy.
You brought up the cocaine crack cocaine epidemic. It's readily known that the American government flooded the fucking streets of America with cocaine in the fucking late 70s or 80s and 90s. Yeah. So that feeds right on into it.
The crazy
shit right there.
Crack epidemic fucking ruined my life.
I knew so many ridiculous middle schoolers that wanted to be in gangs to be cool because they listen to rap music. And it is true. I don't think it's the fault of the music necessarily, but it definitely was influential.
I think geographic has something to do with it too, because where I came up, like gangs, like Phoenix, Arizona, it's the Wild West out here. Like we still got like shit kickers fucking everywhere. Like that's when I was coming up, like the hip hop thing wasn't that big. Like a lot of people scoffed at it. Most people
in the
scoffed
Southwest,
at it.
in the Southwest, it's a little different. I know what you're talking about. There's a lot of like cowboys and stuff in Albuquerque and stuff like that too. Like
Albuquerque's got a similar vibe. It's just a smaller town.
Yeah, and then there's a part of town that they call the War Zone, and that's where a lot of the gangs from Mexico happen to be. Those kind of gang and biker gangs. There was a lot of those too.
Oh,
yeah,
one of the 2%ers.
The Banditos.
Banditos. Man.
I'm going to keep saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone, if you're watching right now, please hit the like button. We're really far away from our goal. I don't know what we're going to do. I guess we need to do something stupid. Do I need to zap my balls tonight? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Oh, yeah. Billy zapped his balls. With electrically zapped his balls.
Last time, right? Okay.
I'm interested in seeing this, whatever happens.
I mean, I'm not going to actually show my balls, but...
You can't show your balls.
Right.
But you can zap them. Do you think I'd,
right, if I don't
you think I'd die if I put the electrical charges directly to my forehead? Think it would jolt my brain and I would die?
There's a chance.
So. If I just took a shot.
It's only it's not like a taser or anything. It's just it's like an electric shock collar for a dog, like to train a dog. It doesn't feel good though.
I've worn one of those. They don't feel good. No, but that ain't gonna fuck you up. Do it.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it if we meet the goal before the end of this show.
You gonna zap them balls, Ben?
Yeah, I'll do it.
This is where we need somebody to come in and be like zap zap and just drop it all on Ben's balls because I don't want to wait.
Dude, the rest of the show you weren't the same for the rest of that show.
Yeah.
Did you do it like under them, like at the bottom, or on top, like up going down or down going up?
I kind of like went facing in on
like
it.
Towards yourself.
Yeah. I didn't.
Did you get like one of them that
predominantly?
You like...
Yeah, the left one.
And you said it tickled your booty?
Yeah.
Ow!
It zapped up into my butthole. It like traveled from the testes into the butthole, and it was like my prostate was electrified.
Oh.
Show your dick. Prove you don't have herpes. Thank you, Rough East Tenors.
What else we got here? Here's a new video from Thursday Lane. Thursday Lane. Remember the fart guy?
Wait, did he not go anywhere? Did Owen Benjamin not go anywhere with this? Was it
No,
just
that was
him?
the end of the video.
That was just him saying that the Jewish people were in hip hop so he could say the N-word with NWA?
And to claim that it's some part of a Jewish conspiracy or something.
A conspiracy to make money? People in the record industry was seeing a trend growing and then and then took that trend and made it
Capitalism's the conspiracy.
Yeah, the good conspiracy, dude. Capitalism is it. Ta-da.
Ta-da. Thursday.
And one more thing. This is no shade to small white peanuts. I actually think small white peanuts taste good with the sugar. Because the small white peanuts...
Don't test me, Ben. Oh.
Test you
Cairo.
with what?
Cairo's saying he might give you a ball shock today. He might give you a ball shock today.
What are we at? 47%?
Small white peanuts. Yeah, we're
I like-
almost halfway.
It's over $400.
They have a little sugar taste to it. But at the same time, I love smelling a white pink hole. Y'all could be fat, skinny, or medium built. But like I said, it's no shade to small white peanuts. And Howard Stern, I had a little thing for you. I didn't want to have sex with you. I just wanted to smell your butt. But like I said...
He was on Howard Stern.
I just want to smell your butt. I don't want to have sex with you. I just want to smell your butt.
Yeah. This is Thursday Lane. He makes videos begging to be in white male fart porn. He's like, if anyone out there is having he sounds all distressed when he does it. He's like, please, if any white mans are out there having white male fart porn, please let me be in it. Please. I want to smell the scent of a cream-colored gentleman.
Oh, God damn.
You know, you do you, I do me. And Daniel Tosh, I gotta be honest, you corny. At least Howard Stern is more fun than you. You suck, Howard. You suck, Daniel Tosh. You suck. And Howard Stern is more funny than you.
Wow.
Even though I
I don't
really
know if he's gonna
even
come
though-
back from that burn.
Yeah.
How will he ever
Howard
recover?
Stern, I'm not really a fan of you, but I do like the kinkiness with you. I'm just being honest. Because I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I want all that. Oh, I'm an all sugar-coated so I can get something out of you. No. All I wanted was to smell your butt, smell of the white guy's butt, skinny, fat, medium built, and at the same time, do me. Because Daniel Tosh, your show sucked. I'm going to be honest. Daniel Tosh, your show ain't shit. Howard Stern, even though I'm not the most fan of you, you're more fun. But this is no shade to white guys with small white penis because I like the sugar taste on y'all penis. All right, good night. I love y'all.
Oh, it was a quick sign off from that. Jesus.
He just wanted to make a quick announcement.
Do I have a fart worthy anus for this guy?
Yeah, he said any size.
bet.
So like,
Yeah,
if
he
you're
said he liked the
white-
big guys, the little guys. He said them
If
all.
he comes in right now and pays off the rest of our goal, I'll give him a nice fart.
He's
in the
not
mouth.
coming in. I don't think he's
What?
got money to pay a
You don't
goal.
think so?
No.
Oh, damn.
I don't think so.
I was gonna give him a fart in his face.
What is this? Oh.
Up YouTube. So
this is Cobes.
Had some technical difficulties with my live stream. It is what it is. I fucked up on a vocal cover.
I can't believe his channel is still around after he pulled out his pee-pee. This guy pulled out his pee-pee while he was streaming, right? Isn't that what happened?
It was in.
Did you watch it? I didn't watch it.
Okay, it was in his green Speedo. He had like a green screen Speedo
Banana
on.
hammock?
Yeah, banana hammock. And he had his dick was I'm assuming it was erect, because you could see the complete definition of it protruding through the fucking green screen.
Yeah.
The hammock. It was- and he's like flopping it around. So there was
I
no
need to see
exposed penis, but it 100% was like you just saw
You
the
could
fucking
see it
dick,
without
dude.
actually
You
seeing
could, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I didn't look that closely, but I'm pretty sure you could see the veins poking through the lycra
my
of the
God.
Speedo.
Wow.
It was surprise. It was
let
a
me take a
better
note.
dick than I thought he had.
Don't.
Or anyway,
I was assuming he'd have a worse
and
dick.
accidentally farted while doing it, so it's like, it is what it is.
It was a
Grabbing
better
something
dick
to
than that
eat.
other guy, the machinima
Made a
dude we
bowl of
looked at
melted.
yesterday.
Well, you didn't
Extra
see that
sharp
at all. That was
Okay,
totally
I
covered.
looked it up.
Oh, you.
Yeah, so I can
He's
explain
eating
it.
a bowl of extra sharp cheddar cheese.
Yeah,
My guy is too sharp.
He almost burned down his house doing a cooking video one day.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
Egghead Show says that white guy farts weirdo sounds like Chris Chan. It turns me on.
Oh, yeah. I thought Egghead would get turned on by that.
True.
It sounds like the Egghead. I get it. I get it, buddy.
I get
It's delicious.
This guy's eating a bowl of microwave cheese.
Since I got my YouTube money, I'm thinking me and Darth Lenny should do a live stream. What do
She'll order a $300 pizza.
you guys think?
No.
That slurp though. I heard he lost his virginity, or not?
no.
I heard he broke his no sex streak. I heard he had some sex recently.
My trolls are assholes.
I want to
They
hear him talk
literally.
about that.
He just said my trolls are assholes.
Yeah. He kind of does. That's something he does that's similar to Jared, always whining about the trolls. Talking about them is going to make them work even harder.
But doesn't that help him? Don't he exists because of the trolls, right? It's a symbiotic
He's a
relationship.
lolcow. That's-
Lolcows exist because of their trolls. They need them.
There
But
are lolcows that people like and lolcows that people hate.
But the best lolcow symbiotic relationship I think there is Gail and her people. They actually take care of her.
Interesting.
I don't know who else has a better symbiotic relationship with their trolls.
Well, don't even care. They're like, Cobra's trying to promote his buddy's channel. Let's spam their live stream. Let's spam their
This motherfucker
live
is
stream.
eating melted cheese like it's a spaghetti. Like it's a damn spaghetti dinner.
Dude, what's like the liquid? Like, there's like extra liquid in the bowl.
It's the oil from the cheese when the
Yeah.
cheese was melted.
Yep.
Some of the oil
What the
separated.
separate cheeses?
There's oil and cheese, dude.
It looks like
Well, I get it, but like, that's not really a melting cheese then.
Well, it's because
Like,
the
he-
oil stays solidified when you eat the block of cheese, and when you melt the motherfucker, it separates a bit.
Yeah, you're not supposed to
Just
eat
to
that
talk
hot.
shit on Cobra. It's like, you people are fucking pathetic. You know that?
It's funny how you were talking about his dick earlier, and no one was gagging except for me, and now it took the cheese to make this happen.
It's because
That's what I'm saying.
his dick was in a green, neon green Speedo.
You said you could basically see the veins in it.
Well, you could see that little fucker's definition. It was rough. But this cheese is reminiscent of the color of that Speedo. So when he slurps it, it's very sexual. And it
Right after I had technical difficulties with the live stream, and then fucking up on that vocal cover at the end, I was like,
I was like,
I felt myself getting angry. So,
you guys want to watch him eat this in slow motion? Is that what you're saying?
No. No.
Now he's gonna smoke us. Now he's got to smoke. You're
Because
cool.
you always smoke after sex, and what he did to that cheese was very sexual. My guy doesn't even like cheese. He's just got a fucking slurp kink. What can I
men
mouth?
are incredibly simple to please. We really are. We're not that complicated.
Did you guys just watch his eye drift on in and
Yes.
focus on you?
That
And
happened.
then back out.
And then he then went back right back out.
Yep.
It's out currently, yeah.
Yeah, it does that.
I have a friend who's thinking about investing in a human zoo. Like basically just doing like a living quarters for people to live in and like drink and eat and people can come to the living zoo and watch. King Cobra would be a great get for the living zoo.
I think I know a couple of girls that could fuck in that.
Yeah.
I'd be in. I'd be in with that.
I could see the living zoo being a thing.
I didn't know him eating cheese would gross people out that much.
Oh man,
It was pretty bad.
It's horrible.
So women, and the only reason women think like that is because society puts way too much pressure on women to always look their prettiest, and it's just like, shut the fuck up with that shit.
What is he even saying?
That was concise.
Yeah. What is he even saying?
Well, so what I'm thinking is what he was just saying before you paused was spoken in third person as if he was a woman. Now he's I don't know. This guy's off his rocker. I don't even want to try to fucking get inside his head.
Do people watch his stream? Like, I'm just sitting here smoking fucking.
Yes. People watch him just to laugh at him. I'm going to speed him up and see what's up.
Do you think he's looking at his other monitor with
Yes.
that right eye?
I think people watch him because they enjoy.
And women constantly complain about how hard it is to be a woman, and I'm like, well, some of the things that women do, like slut shame each other, slut shame themselves. Oh, I don't look good. I don't have my makeup on. My hair's a mess. Okay, stop complaining about that shit, because it's only going to make you feel more insecure about yourself. And that's the fucking truth.
That's the truth.
Like, are you bullshitting me right now? The female form is overly sexualized in our society. And
wow, he's getting deep.
Do you think most men are going to give a shit if your hair's a bit messy and you got no makeup on? Most men don't give a shit about that crap. I'm telling you right now.
He's telling everyone he doesn't give a shit about it.
I do.
It's weird when you speed him up. He sounds normal.
Right, that's why I sped him up. He was dragging on a little bit.
I care, women. I like it when you feel pretty because you did your makeup
He is,
up.
you know, what he's doing to that cigarette. That's fucking sexual. I think he's just pent up, dude. He needs to get laid. Look at it. He's making love to that fucking cigarette.
He wears tactical soap. So like it's like what is it? Pheromone soap? It's pheromone soap that's supposed to turn the ladies on.
Yeah, it's got sexual male pheromones in the soap, so you're rubbing some other dude's pheromones on your body. I assume it's from another dude.
Maybe it's from like a gorilla or something.
It could be gorilla. I like to think that some
It's
guy
like
just sits there and
bodybuilder
JOs
piss.
into the soap and sells people his JO soap. He's like, oh, here's a bar. I got a lot of pheromones. Rouge V. Having a freaking JO sesh into a vat of soap, and then he bars it up and sells it to King Cobes.
I'm mortified with this.
He gets totally shit-faced drunk on some of his streams, and those are hilarious. He makes wands. He makes like Harry Potter wands and sells them. People buy them though. It's pretty hilarious.
You think there's a video plugin that automatically skips like moments of silence in the video? So we could just have it, and then when he fucking sits here and has his moment of zen cigarette puff session, it just skips over all that and goes back to playing his his logical fucking life affirmations.
To make that happen, I'd have to sit down and edit it myself.
There's got to be like a plugin you can just do that.
I think
skips.
we can find.
Do you think that shirt came with sleeves, or do you think he cut them off himself?
It is an Aussie shirt. It could have come sleeveless.
Possible.
I see either a mole or a strand of string on his shoulder. So if it's a
I bet you
mole-
he cut him off.
if it's a
He
mole-
looks like that kind of guy.
Yeah. Jared Genesis loves cutting off his sleeves too, but he doesn't do as good of a job.
Oh shit.
Facebook Battle 2020.
Hello, everybody. Wild Bill for America here, and the Democrat Party is at war with America, and their do or die day is Donald Trump's re-election day.
Looks like my balls aren't going to get zapped. I don't know.
I don't know, Benjamin.
It would suck to break the streak, though.
Facebook and the other flaming liberal media have already started choking off conservative, pro-America, pro-morality voices. Facebook and Google have been shadow blocking us, deleting our subscribers, cheating us out of money that we've earned on their sites. And I guarantee you that in preparation for the 2020 elections, they are going to devastate conservative communications on Facebook and YouTube. Now, I will stay with Facebook as long as I can because I have so many friends there. But if conservative communications are to survive, we must all have a social media site that respects freedom of speech and Americanism. That site is
Americanism.
Spreely.com. Opening a Spreely page will give you two things.
Spreely? What the hell is
He's shilling a new
It's like a new conservative Twitter or whatever.
Speak freely. Spreely.
I remember when they all went to,
yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I remember when they all went to Gab, you know.
Yeah.
Well, and they've had a couple of stabs at a conservative Facebook that have all failed miserably.
Because it's super alt-right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
well,
only
I mean,
people
they
that
already
wanna
have
use it are-
Stormfront,
The only people that want to use it are racist boomers.
right?
Like if I
They
want to
don't
hear
know how
my
to use a
fucking
computer anyway.
if I want to hear my racist uncle talk, I'd go to Thanksgiving dinner.
Have a backup source to hear what Facebook censors, and Spreely will be where I can finally take off the gloves and go for the knockout against the drag queens, the LGBT.
So I can finally take off the gloves and fist the drag queens and the LGBT.
Wow.
That's what he looked like he was about to fucking do.
He just straight up said he wants to fight
hand.
and fist them.
Yeah, he wants to give them a nice anal fisting.
That's a drag queen, man.
That's a drag queen.
That's a man. That's a drag queen.
Mild Bill, you're a sicko.
It'd be pretty cool though if if he toured with the state fairs or whatever, and set up a boxing ring and he just would fight liberals, like in every town that he stopped in. That'd be kind of cool.
Until he got his ass beat too many times, it couldn't do it anymore.
Didn't Lincoln do that back in the
Lincoln
day?
was a
Didn't he
wrestler.
wrestle people at his fucking speeches and shit?
Lincoln
He
was a
did
wrestler.
wrestle somebody.
I
Yeah,
think he even
I
had a
don't recall exactly the
catchphrase.
story.
He had a catchphrase where he said he could lick the biggest buck.
Is that true?
There's like a quote of him in a wrestling match saying, "I'll lick the biggest buck," because lick at the time meant whip someone's ass.
Yeah, English is a different thing now.
Yeah. Lincoln's in the the Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Yeah, not the WWE one.
No.
Right.
But
No, the real one.
He was the first president to go in a Wrestling Hall of Fame, and Trump was the second.
Yeah, Trump is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
That's the fake one.
The Clintons, corrupt judges, on and on.
Isn't it weird though that when the real one has an induction ceremony, probably a couple hundred people show up to it?
Yeah,
But when
nobody
the
gives a
fake
shit.
one has an induction ceremony, thousands of people show up for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
When you put it that way, Ben, sounds biased as fuck.
I want a forum where I can talk freely about the coming civil war in America, to guide people on setting up and preparing for a guerrilla war against left-wing strongholds. I want a site where I can be a fire-breathing Christian, unrestrained in proclaiming biblical truth.
Fire-breathing Christian.
anywhere.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like he wishes, he could live his life how he always has.
Yeah. I just wish I had a platform where I could speak freely. What have you been doing on YouTube? Abraham Lick Colon? What?
Lick Colon.
Conservatives,
Lick Colon?
a lot of the conservatives these days, especially the ones that are outspoken like this, have this complex where they just have to somehow be a victim of something,
right?
Regardless that they're the majority and have been for hundreds of years. I don't understand it. I mean, I guess I do understand it. It's dying, and they're just trying to be as loud as possible and fight. Once them boomers die off, this place might be decent. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. Have you seen the trends that are coming out of the Donald and everything, and then all the Pepe memes?
Yeah, the QAnon shit.
All the
and
kids and all the pee-pee memes. It's gonna be a new level of this other side. It's gonna be like Psycho series.
We'll have President Nick Fuentes.
Yeah,
eventually.
it's gonna be nuts because nobody's ever happy. Everybody who wants something is gonna get it for a while, and it's gonna piss off the people who didn't want it, and then they'll come back and get what they wanted. It always swings back and forth. It's counterculture. It's designed that way to keep us in a constant state of null.
I feel like this is a good time to preach about communism.
Yeah. I would fucking be down for communism. I don't know. Does that destroy?
We need to get Vosh in here.
Does communism destroy entertainment? Like, how does that work? Did they have entertainment under communism?
It seems that way. That's what
in
it
a
seems
lot
like.
of, historically, in a lot of communist countries, there were very strict regulations on the media. And, in communism, you have a single party state. There's only one political party, and it's illegal to form a different political party. So, there would be a hindrance on entertainment. You'd have to get everything approved under old school communist rule, anyway.
Yeah, I think communism is not the answer. I think the answer is just giving everybody like an education that doesn't make them consumer fucking sprogs in a bullshit machine.
Actually, that goes back to the China thing we were talking about. That's why there's so many restrictions on the Chinese internet, is because people were trying to rally together new political parties. That's why they got Facebook and YouTube taken away.
Right. Well, I mean, the shit going on in Hong Kong right now is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
It's hard to fucking support either side, because either A, you're supporting, fucking China, which is, it's a dictatorship, whatever you want to call it. I mean, they hide it or however well they want to, but it's.
Do you know how this all got started, though?
It's a money dictatorship. Do you know how this and then the people who are rioting, like, it started good, but now you got you have foreign interests spending money in Hong Kong. That's weird.
So in my opinion,
I don't understand it. I can't wrap my head around it enough to I don't not necessarily care, but to form a proper opinion to voice about it. I don't get it.
In my opinion, Hong Kong should have never been given back to China. There's no way China was interested in the long term of keeping Hong Kong as a sovereign state, yet still connected, still connected to China. So, because Hong Kong for my entire life up until I think like 98 or 99 is when it was handed over from the UK to
British.
Yeah. They would have been better off never going back, because what China's trying to do is slowly chip away at the sovereignty that Hong Kong has. So this all started over a new extradition law, which was basically like, if you were wanted for certain crimes in mainland China and you lived in Hong Kong, they could extradite you. Yes. They could extradite you, and that used to be not allowed. So they were slowly chipping away at this stuff, and this is where they're drawing the line. Because they could be like, oh, you're a dissenting voice against the Communist Party, so you're in trouble now.
And one of your somebody in chat said that the Soviet Union and China aren't communist, and yeah, he's right, because they're both dictatorships, and that's not how communism works.
Yeah. Are we done with Wild Bill? Because I want to read some Streamlabs if we are.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
All right. So
the problem with communism today is all the damn tankies.
What does that mean?
I've heard the term. Right. The problem with the whole world are all these weird terms.
I don't know what a tanky is.
Tanky is a guy who screams Stalin did nothing wrong. Okay. He like they love that old school fucking behind the curtain 60s 70s communist USSR.
Okay. Greg Norton kicked us off tonight with goal alert, all hands on deck. It's true. All hands on deck.
Yeah, we just got to 50%.
Lord Magicus says, I sent a hi Billy and hashtag content just to remind Billy of a happier time in his life. Maybe that's something we'll go to when we go into overtime and hyperdrive to try and reach this goal that we're now 51.97% through.
Yeah, we're getting good.
See if we can just
this is good.
Stretch.
It's really good.
Dude 2.0 said communism's gay.
Is it?
I want more communism, man. I want more.
What's up,
Give me
Swick?
more. Give me an asshole full of communism. The Locust God said, Ben, Billy, are you mufflers in? Yeah. Got mine in. Red Scare, Bernie Sanders 2020, AOC 2024. Red Scare, so if you're still into Star Wars and you're cringe, I'm sorry, someone has to tell the truth. Reckless. Red Scare said, "Oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Can we talk about wrestling some more?" I think we did.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
MTY5 said, "I love the Star Wars trilogy. Saw the 70s, 80s version on VHS back in '95, so I'm a big fan. These last two are they're all right. I actually prefer Phantom Menace, but it's more of a child nostalgia for me." That's crazy that you prefer Phantom Menace.
Yeah, a lot of people say that's the worst one.
But it was kind of made for kids. So if you were a kid when you watched Phantom Menace, I could see why you would like it. George Lucas said he made it for kids, like specifically for kids. And it's like, okay, George, you could have made a better movie for kids. But
hey, I'm just gonna say it. Baby Yoda is the Jar Jar Binks of The Mandalorian.
Shut the
Why
fuck
would
up,
you
Dylan.
say
Fuck
that?
you.
Is that Baby
I know,
Yoda?
I know it's brave. It's brave.
Is
but-
it brave,
Fuck you.
or is it? Are you just saying that, or are you serious?
Stay tuned. I don't know yet.
I'm gonna give you.
He's pulling a fucking heel move right now.
I'm gonna give you until I finish reading these Streamlabs to formulate a response why you said that. So I'll just
sounds
think
good.
in your head. Skeptical Jesus says a movie should stand on its own merit. If you need to see another movie to make this one good, then it's not good. Okay. Skeptical Jesus, this is why you're wrong. Movies that are in a trilogy are part of a bigger connection. So I think this movie was good on its own, but I think this movie could be so much better once the story's done being told. So I'm waiting to see the story being told. I think the movie was good on its own. I'm not saying the movie wasn't good on its own. That's a lot of people
so if I may interject on this real quick.
Yeah.
So take, for instance, The Matrix.
Yeah.
As a standalone movie, the first Matrix
Yeah.
was a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
All right? An absolute masterpiece. But the second and third ones were so crappy that it just absolutely destroyed the nostalgia of the first one. So it's not even...
I haven't even seen the third Matrix movie because of the second one was so
because
bad.
the second one was so fucking garbage, right? And now you don't care about the first one.
Red Scare said, like a glass of Arnold Palmer on a warm winter day. Sorry about that, Red Scare. Red Scare also said, yes, Ben, she is guilty. She sold out for the money.
Can you show these guys Peace Style and get their reactions? Hope you guys reach the goal.
Thank you. We might be able to show him Peace Style. When Ben gets back, we'll talk about it. I think Peace Style triggers a claim on the channel, though, so we try not to watch it anymore because we get them claims. We usually watch it on like after shows when we do. Red Scare said Executables is the only one with the correct opinion on Star Wars story / lore, and I didn't see your opinion, X.
I could not possibly care less about Baby Yoda. And there are supposedly leaks on episode 9. It didn't sound great, emo.
Yeah, I heard there were leaks. I'm trying to avoid them. I just want to watch the movie on its own.
So
Steaming
far, I've
Glands
successfully avoided them.
said, I'm going to be really sad when I rewatch this episode in a couple of years and come to the realization that Ben predicted Billy's death via Pokerec. Cherish him while you still can. Future me. Cherish me. Cherish me. Thank you for the down-o Red Scare. So this video is about... this video is without a point. You were 100% right on that, Red Scare. Thank you. 2 out of $20. Rafi's Tender says, show your deek. Prove you don't have herpes. Thank you. Fix Soul said, Benoit balls. Have you guys ever had Benoit balls? Do you know what they are, Dylan?
Yeah. The little fucking...
The roly balls that women put in their vaginas. I don't know if guys can put them in their butt or not. But that's cute.
I don't think I'd try. I feel like it'd get lost.
I wouldn't try. Cairo said, don't test me, Ben. Egghead Shao said, the white guy farts weirdo. Sounds like Chris Chan. It turns me on. Thank you, Egghead. MTY5 said, quit watching Cobra eating and his green Speedo. I just threw up 2 minutes ago. Sorry about that. Fix Soul with the Abraham Lick colon. Spirit Flame saying, enjoy. And Red Scare with that Tankies comment. Let me do another fucking refresh because we got those last couple ones in. I'm going to do the super chats next.
Okay.
That was D is for dyslexia. So can you show these guys Peace Style and get their reactions? Hope you guys reach the goal. And Lord Magic I cannot possibly care less about Baby Yoda, and there's supposedly leaks on episode 9. Didn't sound great. We got through all those. Now we got to go to Super Chaps real quick. And the super chats came through today. Alan Reyes said, my psychology class taught me that A to D personality types are what's recognized in the field of psychology. Alpha, beta is not. That is all. Can people... this was from yesterday. Gungalai Kangi, age 15, says, Billy forgets that Rian Johnson went against the planned story J.J. Abrams had and now has to clean up. I don't know if Abrams fully planned out the trilogy, did he? I thought he just started it and was going to let everybody work with it, but I don't know. Maybe not. Gungalai Kangi said, this guy wouldn't last a minute in Warzone. All talk, no bite. Talking about Wild Bill. You're right, Gungalai Kangi, age 15. Thank you for that wonderful reply. And Dono. And I think we're all caught up now. So
awesome.
Thank you guys. Which got us up to $470. Our goal is actually, reasonable.
It's partially attainable.
Reasonable.
I wanted to take some time to feature some gifts that I got from some wonderful people at Illuminate Cannabis Company. It's a company based out of Canada. They sent me this hoodie too. They sent me a bunch of cool stuff from their website. Now, this isn't a commercial per se, but if you were interested in getting some of this stuff, it's very cheap because it's made using things like 3D printers and that kind of stuff. So the prices on it are really good. If you want to check it out, there's a link down below. You can go there. Basically, there's a link to a link. There's a link to a tweet that takes you to another link where you can get a discount on these fine products. Should you choose to buy them without my influence as an advertiser. See, it's stuff like this. It's like little things to keep weed in. I mean, like
weed.
Yeah, like I got a whole bunch of stuff. Like this is to keep a big blunt in. It's a big blunt container. Look, see?
That's really helpful if you want to sneak a blunt into prison.
It's cool because it has If you have it has this texture to it where you can tell it's 3D printed, Yeah. Here's a smaller one for like a smaller doobie.
Should I try and swallow this and see if I could sneak it in my throat?
Dude, this thing, I'm like, what? How much weed could you carry in something like this?
Whoa, drop it. Drop it. Oh.
I don't think I could.
The thing that really impressed me, and maybe someone can help explain this to me, these rolling trays. What are all the grooves for?
Do they hold your rolled blunts?
Look
and
at that.
stuff?
There's multiple different choices of wood.
I like it.
I want to get me one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Dude.
And then they also custom engraved dugouts. You guys ever use a dugout before?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, they have
That's
those
cool.
too.
Illuminate.
Yeah, Illuminate.
Illumination.
They also gave me this thing. I guess this is for rolling canagars too. This green thing. And last thing, they gave me a giant rolling
Whoa.
tray. Yeah. Treating us well.
Damn.
I want one that's made just for like Lunchables charcuterie trays.
You could do
so I can make my delicious charcuterie trays.
You could just order
with
one of
cheese and
these.
meats is, but I want it to be specialized so it has like all the areas perfectly spaced out for my favorite cuts.
What kind of crackers would you put on it?
I wouldn't do crackers.
Keto.
Yeah, I would have some olives, maybe a tapenade.
What about those crackers that are made out of cheese? You know what I'm talking
I
about?
might have some of those, but that kind of like I'd rather just have the cheese.
You can eat cheese with your cheese.
Yeah, that's too much cheese.
No,
over cheese.
Okay, hear me out. The outside could be like a salty cheese. The cheese that's made into a cracker can be that salty kind of cheese, and then on the inside you could put something like creamy in there.
I went to the Lunchbox Laboratory. You know, the burger place.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
They have something on the menu called tachos, where they put nacho
nachos?
They put nacho stuff over tater tots, right?
Ooh, okay,
And I was like, I can't have tater tots. That's not keto. But all the other stuff was okay. I said, could you pour those over pork rinds? And I thought I was onto something. And they brought me out a bowl of pork rinds covered with like nacho cheese and all types of other shit, like all this toppings. And when as I started eating them, the wetness of the nacho cheese like just made the pork rinds revert back to like some gelatinous pig skin.
Oh.
It was not the truth. I had to try it though. I was like, I gotta explore. I gotta see if this is it. And at first they were good, right? Because at first they were
start
still
getting
crunchy.
soggy.
Yeah, but like the first two were fucking cracking. Like that was really pretty good. But then you get to like the last 9 of them, and it's like, okay, I'm slurping a wet pig ear.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah.
Show didn't start again. My bad. Clicked the wrong thing. It's all that.
Damn it.
Cannabis.
Damn it.
Man, Jim Cornette's joking around about getting fired. Isn't that great?
Of course he is. He's such a fucking. He will never accept guilt for anything. It
sounds like someone I know.
Yeah, he's a good promoter, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you're a good promoter, you have to be able to spin chicken shit into chicken salad.
I don't know who that is.
Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette is an old school wrestling manager who has a really popular podcast.
Yeah.
And he got hired recently because right now there are more options for watching wrestling than there ever has been before. So they hired him because he's a pretty good commentator to do commentary for the NWA, which is owned by Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. He owns a wrestling league, but it's the NWA. It goes all the way back to like
not the one Owen Benjamin.
I was gonna say, wait a second, didn't we just hear about those guys? What was it? What's that acronym stand for?
Oh,
Neighbors with Altitude.
Yeah. This
Neighbors with Altitude. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the National Wrestling Alliance. And Billy Corgan bought it like a couple years ago, and he's trying to like revamp it. So they have the show on YouTube. It's really popular. It probably gets like 500,000 views a video.
But they've made it look all old school, right?
Yeah, but I like that. It looks like the old
like the 80s wrestling.
Yeah,
like the 80s studio.
Style.
No, like the 80s studio wrestling, like in a small TV studio, with like bleachers in it. Like it's actually more like the Southern wrestling of the late 70s, early 80s. That it's like, but anyway, they hired Jim Cornette to be the commentator, and he made a joke about fried chicken, and he got in trouble.
Tisk.
I made a joke
Some
about
hockey
fried
guy
chicken.
up in Canada just got canned too, like last
Yeah.
week over something racy that he said, I guess.
Last night, no one noticed my like kind of low key joke. I ate fried chicken during the entire show yesterday.
Yeah, that's because when you make bad jokes, nobody notices. When I make bad jokes, it's so rare for me to make a bad joke, the entire chat blows up about it. So it's just unfortunate, Ben.
I didn't even make it known. Some people probably didn't even notice that I was eating it.
They didn't?
No one even like commented on it. Hannibal saw it. All right. And Alicia saw it.
Yeah, there were people watching. It was some good fried chicken, though.
You didn't have any.
I could tell it was Izelle's.
Yeah, it is really good.
I actually had some later that night. I went to my sister's house and she had some left over, so I just had a piece.
It is good stuff.
It was pretty good. Oh yeah. Well, this is the part of the show where we do backflips and zap each other in the anus for donos.
I just didn't see anyone mention it in the comments. That's why I was like, hey, no one. Yeah, I was hoping, the reason why I did is I was hoping Jesse Lee Peterson would say something about it.
We couldn't see the screen.
I didn't know he wasn't going to be able to see it until we were already going.
He didn't even know which one of us were white and which one of us were black.
And that's why I wanted to eat. I wanted to be the white guy stuffing my face with fried chicken to see like if he would react to it.
You're always appropriating racial stereotypes, Ben.
How is that?
You're always
How is that
appropriating
appropriating
You're
it?
appropriating racial stereotypes.
I like fried chicken
That's
a
their
lot.
racial stereotypes, Ben. You can't appropriate their racial stereotypes.
I think it's delicious.
Wow, dude. Next, you're going to be walking around with a small penis. Stop appropriating other people's racial stereotypes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For your precious zaps. Here's the deal, guys. For every $20 dono, I will zap myself in the fucking neck. Fuck it.
Why don't you do your balls too?
No, because I'm leading up to you doing your balls.
Okay.
So every $20 that comes in is gonna hit me with a fucking zap to the throat. Every 20. Thank you guys. Because I'm trying to make this fucking thing so I can go home this weekend and not worry about if we would have just did the show on Saturday instead of having Jesse Lee Peterson on Wednesday. Because we that was the only time we could get him. It's the only time we could get him. Saturday's usually when everybody comes through, so I feel bad because we didn't give you guys the time you needed. Yeah, 5 zaps if someone gives $100. Literally, I'm setting myself up for how many zaps now? At 100? 100.
And then the grand finale later on.
Up until 800, once we reach the goal. So what? It's about 16 zaps. We're talking about 16, 17 zaps.
And it's been charging since we started the show, so it's got a good 2 hours of build up on it.
Yeah.
Have you seen Susan Wojcicki's creator letter? It's such bullshit, man.
No.
What do we get here? 13?
Red Scare saying, RIP goal, it's not going to happen. Take this unlucky 13. Womp, womp.
Wow.
Oh. You know what's crazy about the unlucky 13? That's how many episodes we are away from episode 666, 13 episodes.
That's true. It's true.
That's true. Yeah. But thank you, Red Scare, because you did help out a lot tonight. So even if we don't make the goal, we'll give you a private show.
Dear creators and artists,
she just sounds like she's reading too. It's
she
so
is.
bad. It's
year
really
comes to a
bad.
close, I wanted to give an update on the highlights of the past quarter. There are so many new updates to share on our 3
the YouTube
key.
Rewind? It's just Susan Wojcicki telling us how much YouTube's fucked up and what she's going to do to fix it. Is that this year's YouTube Rewind?
Priorities: supporting creator and artist success, improving communication and engagement, and living up to our responsibility. With that, let me move to our first section: supporting creator and artist success. One of the biggest issues we've heard from you is around copyright claims. We worked on this earlier this year and made changes that removed the financial incentive to claim very short and unintentional music use. We added the requirement of timestamps for all manual claims, so you know exactly which part.
This is them being like, look, we are doing some things, like.
Why does everybody think Copa will kill YouTube? Egghead, why do you think Copa's going to kill YouTube?
Egghead catastrophizes everything anytime something happens. I remember Streamlabs got their account shut down for a second with YouTube. And Egghead's like, oh, it's the end. It's the beginning of the end. It's like, no, I think we're fine. Just think they got to get their account working again.
I'm in a YouTube group with a ton of YouTube creators that have millions of subscribers each, and they haven't been blowing up about Copa yet. So I don't know. If
I've heard some people
behind.
say it might actually help the non-kids content creators.
That's what you've been saying, yeah.
I've heard people say that, but it's all speculation at this point. We'll see what happens when it actually rolls out and what happens. I have little faith that it'll be a good change, but maybe I'll be surprised.
The video is being claimed and made updates to our editing tools so it's easy to remove manually claimed content from videos. We're also looking to support your success by helping you monetize in new ways that go beyond traditional ad revenue and tap into the viewer-creator connection. From Super Chat to merchandise, we're seeing real results. For example, more than 100,000 channels have received Super Chat, and we're building on that success by expanding the launch of Super Stickers to eligible creators in 60 countries around the world. For gaming creators, we heard loud and clear that our policies need to differentiate between real-world violence and gaming violence. We have a policy update coming soon that will do just that. The new policy will have fewer restrictions for violence in gaming, but maintain our high bar to protect audiences from real-world violence. Moving on now.
Protect them. Protect them from real-world violence in videos, huh?
Well, they protect the world from real-world violence. Like if there's a mass shooting or something like that, or a natural disaster or a terrorist attack or something like that, and we talk about it here on this channel, we will get demonetized, or even worse, if they decide it's too far, you know, they can just remove the video. But if CNN wants to talk about that shit all day, they can make 20 videos about it if they want.
I heard that CNN gets their own advertisers, so that's why they can get away with that type of shit, because they bring in their own advertisers.
I mean, there's plenty of channels that get away with talking about whatever they want.
But a lot of the channels like that feature the Jimmy Fallon and late night guys, they're all bringing in their own.
What do you mean by
R.I.P.
that?
Streak. Friday is payday. Saturday is dono day.
Dono. Okay, you know what? Two Guns No Ammo. If you want to come here Saturday and donate, maybe we'll just replay.
I mean, we can check it and see if we reach it. Yeah, if you're watching this, I mean, like, I'm gonna say this now, and it's only gonna be 1 minute out of like a 3-hour show, so not everyone's gonna see it. But yeah, if you're watching right now, I mean, technically, the goal ends at the end of the week. So if by Sunday morning, if we've reached the goal, then it'll still happen. But I'm not zapping my balls unless we do it on this show. But what do you mean they bring their own advertisers in?
They have their own advertising through YouTube. They bring in their own advertising people, their own budget, their own advertisers. They have their own. They don't use AdSense, you know, like everybody else does. They have their own advertisers.
Is there evidence, or is this a I heard thing?
I mean, that's what I was told when YouTube was being questioned about. Well, they supply their own advertisers, so they have their own monetization.
But YouTube's still getting a cut for it, and they can't deem it inappropriate for them, but appropriate for other people.
Well, they can if they're the ones providing the AdSense, and that's why their Google advertising.
They probably broker advertising deals. CNN doesn't show up and be like, "Here's our advertisers." There might be sponsors that want to advertise through CNN, and they have to like go through YouTube system to run the ads. YouTube's getting a cut of that. Absolutely. Like if it's going through YouTube, it might not be through like typical, you know, like, well, actually you can buy at, like if I owned a business and I wanted to buy ads on a specific show, I could do that. People have done that before.
Yeah.
What I have to say is no matter what YouTube is doing is to further their profits. That's the bottom line for them, is to get the biggest payoff they can. And if that's damage control, then sometimes it's damage control. But that's the end result, is they're trying to fucking squeeze more money out of you and I and everybody else.
To our second section, improving community.
Oh, did we get one?
Yeah, Two Guns No Ammo gave us the 20, so we got to kick off this little Zap Fest.
Oh yes, get in there.
Communication and engagement.
Growing our communication and engagement. I have literally written things into a live chat and watched them vanish instantly.
Meeting creators is
and engagement. I have seen likes get taken away too. We've done it live on stream before. Oh my god, please, dude. That looks really tight on you too, like it's stabbing you in the neck.
It is.
It looks uncomfortable.
I really don't want.
Do you want me to put you on full screen?
Might as well.
All right,
yes,
give me one
do
second here. All right, here we go.
3, 2, 1, contact. It didn't go off. I was scared for no good reason. Why doesn't it go off? I'm so scared to do it again. Fuck! Why did it go off the first time? Where the
test it with the beeper.
Maybe this is the wrong neck. I don't know, man. I don't know. I was trying to get shocked.
Where's the other caller? It's over here. All right. I would test it with the beep and see if one of them beeps.
Okay, this is a problem. This is a serious
dude.
problem.
Here, give it to me. Give me the controller. All right. I'm gonna put it on beep mode really quick, and there.
We'll go in. This is the one beeping.
All right. So now Now it's on zap mode, and all you have to do is press the Y. Sorry, we had to figure out what it was on. It was on the wrong channel, is what the problem was. Yeah, dude, that one's so tight. I remember the one I had to put on when I had to put it on.
Servant of the ancients, you're putting it through super chats. That doesn't go towards our goal, man. That doesn't go towards our goal. I can't shock for a super chat. I can't shock. You gotta do it to Streamlabs.
Oh,
that doesn't go towards the goal. This is try to get the goal. Go. Come on, please shock this time.
It's gonna shock you. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Dude,
How was that?
He looked like part of his soul had died when he did it to his balls. It was really bad. He wasn't the same for the rest of the show, and I guess it travels.
Do I have? What did I do with the headset?
It's behind you.
Yep.
People kept saying, people who didn't know anything about you, like Jesse Lee Peterson fans, kept being like, that fat guy, man, he doesn't even have the self-control to watch his calories. It's like that's literally all he's been doing for the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's because people are dumb.
Well, so they're a very dumb group. You know, it's funny. It's kind of strange that Jesse Lee Peterson says when you're angry, you start to turn into a woman, but he's got like such a group of angry fans.
Yeah, but they're dumb, so they just think that they're fine.
But they are.
Because you gave the fucking super chat, which I'm not taking anymore, and YouTube takes 30% of super chats, so I'm only taking 70% of this shock, and no more super chats count. But I don't want you to feel like you got ripped off. It's got to go to Streamlabs, guys, so we can hit our goal. I'm not shocking myself for free over here.
Again.
Just giving myself fucking 70 here. God, and then damn it. 3, 2, 1, contact.
Oh, did you see his neck move?
Dude, this is not good. Okay, I think we just got another 20 dono.
Did we?
Yeah, so I got to go back up to 100.
Back up to 100. I got to put you back on. That was delayed. It came back again. All right, here we go.
Damn it.
I see a few new people in the chat that are like, wait, he gets shocked when we donate?
$20 to Streamlabs, you guys.
$20 through Streamlabs.
3,
He's
2,
going to get zapped.
1, contact.
I liked 3-2-1 Contact when I was a kid. Used to watch that all the time.
All right. What the okay, that's 2.
Oh, shit.
Stone Boy.
I'm like, is that another 20?
Stone Boy. Hold the mic.
Can we give more for more amps? It doesn't go up more than 100.
It's all the way up.
I have it all the way up for $20 because I want to hit our goal so bad. Every time you send a 20, and if you send 100, I'll do 5 in a row.
You know what? So we have skeptics that are saying it doesn't look real. Show them how like the electricity from that will actually light a light bulb.
Do I have to take this thing off again?
Do you want me to do it?
Well, I mean, it's got to come off.
Well, I mean,
I just got to keep putting it on and off here.
Yeah, so just like rest it on top of the contacts and hit the button. So literally it'll light a light bulb. This is how you make sure it works. See?
Ta-da.
See the light bulb lighting? That's an electrical charge that comes out of that thing. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's
It looks funny.
The shock is bad. The anticipation of getting shocked, I swear, is
that
even
is the
worse.
worst. Yeah. All right. So are you doing another one or did you get
I think we're caught up.
Okay. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I was. It's my fucking neck on the line. And we don't even know if we'll get to
Egghead
your
said he'd zap his balls if we reach the goal. Hold him to that.
Did he really say that?
Got to put it back. That's another 20.
Egghead, did you say that? Oh, he did. Oh man. Egghead.
Okay. Okay, put it back to full screen unless you. I mean, maybe I'll just do these on not full screen now. We've already done 24 of them, 7,000 of them. I don't know how many. I lost count. I so don't want to do it.
I saw a few Jesse Lee Peterson fans like compliment our production quality, and then like an hour later write a comment about how we're a bunch of like liberal idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Ah!
Ooh.
I think we can find a way.
Maybe we can find a way. Thank you guys for all your help.
Always a highlight for me. And this past quarter, I sat down with Elfie Days and celebrated the 10-year anniversary of his first YouTube video. I also spoke with Wampa and Emma Chamberlain and took some tough questions from MatPat of the Game Theorist at YouTube's first ever gaming
You took tough questions? No way.
I really took a pounding from MatPat.
Doubt it.
I like Emma Chamberlain. She's cute and funny.
Creator Summit.
Good YouTube
I don't know who
content.
any of these people
I
are.
also
YouTube
met with a group
content.
of creators in Europe, including Patricia Bright, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Sally Svelte,
PewDiePie getting a
Visual
little-
Politic, Mr.
PewDiePie's
Bruff,
getting
and
back in.
I mean, he's getting pandering is what he's getting.
Yeah, he's getting pulled back in. Your boy's getting pulled back in. They wouldn't even mention that guy a couple years ago.
Jessica Kel.
That's because there were Nazi rumors fabricated by the media.
Yeah.
and Fozard. And to help creators have a better understanding of our guidelines, we're working to expand our self-certification pilot to hundreds of thousands of YouTube Partner Program creators next year. This program lets creators self-report how their video complies with the ad policies. It's a self-reinforcing process. The more accurate you are in your self-reporting, the more our system trusts you. Not only does self-certification give creators more control, it also gives specific feedback about why a video might have monetization issues.
A lot of times they'll take limitations and disguise them as improvements. When it's really a new limitation. That's what they did with cards. Annotations were way better and way more effective at linking things to your video that got people's attention to either subscribe to your channel or go to your merch store or anything like that. Annotations were way better. They were way more effective. When I used to look at like the analytical difference between when annotations worked and then when they rolled out cards, night and day.
And you know why they had to do that?
Because they want less people to leave the site.
Not just less people to leave the site. They needed the cards to work on phones and computers the same. Annotations just worked on computers.
They could have made annotations work on phones if they really wanted to. This isn't witchcraft here. It's them creating a system to where you can't link just anything. Because I used to be able to create an annotation that could link to virtually anything. And now, I mean, that's why they created merch stores. Like, they were tired of Teespring getting that. They don't want you leaving and going to Teespring. That's why YouTube started making merch stores and all that stuff. Like, they're all getting into one another's business. You know what I mean? Like, there's a part of YouTube on the mobile app that's like Snapchat, basically. Right? Where you can post stories just like Snapchat.
Shit's annoying.
Yeah, dude, everybody tried to do that. Like, Snapchat came out and it was so popular. Next thing you know, Instagram's doing it too.
Facebook.
Facebook's got a thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Snapchat's doing that as well, like twice as hard because they started it, so they do it even more now.
Do they? I don't.
They do it even more now.
I wanted to mention that we also want to support creator well-being. Many creators have shared stories about burnout and said they feel they can't take a break from posting even when they need one. So I asked the product team at YouTube to look into what happens when creators take a break.
How do you not know?
What happens when creators take a break? Well, they lose all their momentum and they fucking come back and their channels are shit. Maybe now, if people take a break, when they come back, YouTube will favor them for their first couple of comebacks.
Yeah, like even
give them a little extra hug so they get that momentum back.
Even just 1 week is too much.
I don't even know what making money on YouTube is like. All of our videos are demonetized. Every single fucking one of them.
Everyone.
Every single one.
Most money. Most money on YouTube either comes from super chats, which isn't coming from Google, it's coming from your audience, but Google takes a cut of it. Or there are, when someone with YouTube Premium watches your video, if your video is monetized, you'll get a sliver of that. That's it. YouTube alone is not going to fund this show. Like we have to go through every avenue we can find,
including shocking yourself so the fans support.
Yeah,
because the fan support keeps us
genital
going.
shocks.
Yeah, Jared genitals.
Oh, we've got a Pornhub channel, and we upload our NSFW shit to it, and we had one of those taken down. It was poop. It was poop. So I don't fucking know.
And they found good news. On average, channels had equal or more views when they returned than when they had right before they left. So if you need to take some time off, your fans will understand. After all, they tune into your channel.
It's not the fans that I'm worried about. The fans don't care if I take a week off. They'd be fine with that. It's the nature of how the website works. Yes.
Hey, I don't think the fans would be fine if you took a week off.
They would be way more forgiving than YouTube would be.
And they are very sad at that idea. They want you here forever, every day, forever.
Because of you. Moving on now to living up to our responsibility. My number one priority is to balance our responsibility with freedom of expression. Sometimes people wonder why policy changes don't happen overnight. These changes take time because behind the scenes, we're bringing together hundreds of people at YouTube in consultation with many outside experts.
What's up with this ridiculous artwork? Who did they hire?
Yeah, it's pretty lame for this is a YouTube video, right?
Yeah, this is the CEO
them.
of YouTube's. Yeah.
And they're not even showing what YouTube is capable of in their own video.
Well, they're showing
it's
how
just
YouTube's capable of rolling droids up and down a hill. The droids get rolled up steps. The droids get picked up by cranes.
They're just
right now we're in the
clip art, let it move.
Process of updating our harassment policy guidelines, and we'll keep you posted as they're finalized. I also wanted to share some thoughts as I've met with policymakers around the world. In all of these conversations, it's clear that we need to continue to help opinion leaders understand the new creator economy and how it contributes to jobs, culture, and the economy. I've talked with many of you about the unintended consequences.
Drug commercial.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a premiere on YouTube?
Some side effects of YouTube may be butthurt, bitterness, and crying of demonetization.
Have you seen a premiere on YouTube?
Yeah.
You ever seen the weird countdown that goes on at the beginning?
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of that, like the style and the music.
Of the European Copyright Directive and how Article 17, previously known as Article 13, might impact YouTube and your channel. Thanks to all of the creator involvement, we were able to make improvements to the legislation. In particular, securing liability protections when we make best efforts.
Part of me thought for a minute about making this episode private until YouTube comes back with its decision about whether or not it's fully monetized. Because we did 3 shows in a row, so it wouldn't hurt to space them out a little bit. But then if I do that, I'm going to wake up to 3,000 DMs and be like, where's the show? Where's the show?
Yeah.
Where's the show? And it's like, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'll show up like bugging me if it's not up. If the show isn't up, it's either a reason that's totally out of my control,
or it's a reason that's totally in his control.
but there's a good reason for it.
Oh, okay.
Which would be something like that.
Yeah. What he's saying is, if the show's not here, Ben knows that it's not here and he can't deal with it.
Just
Ben
wait
knows
longer.
It's not here, and you should not fucking deal with it.
Yeah, either YouTube's holding it up, or there's a reason. I have a good reason for not doing it.
I don't know. I always feel like when it goes private that you lose some viewership momentum off of it. I don't know if that's true or not.
When it gets demonetized, you lose the viewership momentum, right?
Yeah, but if it comes back not cleared for monetization either way,
then whatever. I don't really feel like I've lost anything anyway. Like I said, the video from last night had 3,000 less views on it when I woke up this morning than it did when I went to sleep. So I don't really care. I don't really care either way. People that really want to watch it are going to watch it eventually, and there's not going to be another show until Tuesday, so I think everyone will have the time to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
We assume. I think everybody won't have the time to watch it. They're gonna cry themselves to sleep because Susan Wojcicki said so. I appreciate all these $2 donos. If you guys want to start a $2 donation,
They really want me to get my balls
I don't have to
zapped.
shock myself for that.
For its to match copyrighted material with rights owners. This change made a big difference and moved the copyright directive in a better direction for the internet and YouTube. We're meeting with each European country's government now as they turn the legislation into national law, and that will happen over the next few years. We've been inviting local creators to help explain how this could affect their livelihoods. In closing, we've seen how powerful it is when creators do good work around the world. So many of you were inspired by Mr. Beast and Mark
that's Susan.
Grover's
Planting a
Team
tree?
Trees Challenge to help plant 20 million trees by January 2020. Last month, I was honored to join in the challenge and plant a tree with Mark. The response from creators to Team Trees has been so impressive. If you keep up this pace, we will...
This is just a diversion from the reality of how they're running the website.
Well, I mean, I like that she's talking about it. YouTube for so long didn't talk about anything that was going on, and at least now we have a point of place for what they're saying is going to happen. Before it was literally like, surprise, motherfucker, the algorithm changed last night. It's something you got working, no longer works anymore. We're not going to tell you what it is. Suffer. And we're like, oh, suffer and what, Susan? Suffer and die, Billy. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll do a suffer and die. Okay. Ugh. Yeah.
See, we always get fucked because we play like a band at the end of every episode, and like some of them are pretty good-sized bands, but we always get permission to play the song. But there's no way to, like, while you're uploading your video, be like, here's the permission we got from said band, and then they'll take down our video or demonetize it or whatever. We had one taken down recently. I had to fucking take the whole song out. It was a whole process of dumb shit.
I get claimed on my own songs
that
sometimes.
we got permission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the permission doesn't matter because the people who distribute it are like TuneCore, CD Baby, and bigger music
and they're
platforms.
They're just using a bot to flag it anyway.
And even if
it's before it's even published that they already had, the hit's already there.
Somebody said YouTube is arguably the most valuable website on the internet. I mean, and then they said potentially anyway. Maybe potentially, but the prevailing word on the street is that YouTube runs at a loss every year. So, who knows, though?
I have a hard time believing that they lose anything ever.
Really?
I don't know
Really?
that I believe that.
That's what most people believe. Like I said, I've never actually seen evidence, so I don't know if it's true, but that's what people say. People say that YouTube operates at a loss every year. You've heard the same, right?
Yeah, but
it's part of Google, so fuck them.
Businesses.
But we're
can
talking
operate.
about YouTube specifically.
I know, but I don't think that doesn't seem likely. With as much traffic comes to YouTube every single day, there's no way that they could be losing money.
You know what I can tell you though? When the adpocalypse happened, YouTube made a lot less money on ads, and then also this huge lawsuit that just happened. They paid out the ass for that. The like children's advertising lawsuit that happened. So
YouTube can
this
operate.
year, in the fiscal year of 2019, maybe they didn't operate at a profit. You know what? They're a public company. We should be able to look that up, right?
I assume YouTube can operate at a loss for as long as they want, because even if they're public, the value of creating a media platform that the world uses is worth losing, as long as you're solidifying your foot in that market.
I don't disagree with you. That's why it's still around. But
Google is like this very.
I'm just wondering
much
if it does
worth
operate at a loss.
Let's
though.
meet the skull. Ben will zap his balls tonight, and Egghead will zap his next time he's on. Give 2.
Well, I'm
Give
bringing him
5.
on tonight.
Give
I'm bringing him on tonight.
Don't be a dirty niggard. We're getting close.
Oh.
100-foot busted dead team tree is shit.
You're
Fuck
so
you,
bad.
Susan Vui Shitski.
Just for that spec, I'm not going to honor your donation with a zap.
No, they didn't say the N word. They said the word that sounds like
Yeah,
it.
I know, and I just sounded like I wasn't going to honor it with a zap.
Oh shit! Hold on. Wait. I hit the wrong one.
It didn't go off.
All
Let's
right.
see if it'll go off this time. That one knocked a fart out. That one shocked a fart out at the same time.
Too sharp.
Oh, dude.
Oh, one contact.
Oh, dude.
Oh, you can see him flexing. Dude, that's not fake. Whoever said it's fake is an idiot. How's your heart rate? Check your pulse.
I should. Let me
make a zap.
You gonna die.
Make a zap. All right, fix. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull up my phone really quick, and I'm going to pull up my pulse monitor, and we're gonna monitor my pulse while I shock. Let's see what happens. Health.
Dude, that fart is nasty.
I'm sorry, dude. It shocked out. It was a shocker.
Keto fart.
Keto fart. Where is my heart rate? So heart rate, measure heart rate.
This is one of the best shows we've ever done.
Find the heart rate on the back sensor. Okay. There we go. What's it say? I mean, fuck you. Maybe make it dark. All right. Don't press too hard. Remain still and quiet. This is not going to work. Let's do before.
Poop.
Okay, this is before. Is it going, motherfucker?
I can't see it.
Let me try and go back here. Oh, maybe I was using the wrong center.
Man,
yeah, I was using the wrong
that
center.
indica that I got right now is.
All right, here we go.
So sleepy.
Okay, here we go. Here's my heart rate without a shock. Young Bill Fridge.
You're not supposed to talk during it. It can mess it up.
Okay, 84.
84.
That's while talking. It's a little high. I've been shocking myself all fucking night. You want to go full screen or just do it middle?
Yeah, I'll
screen?
do it. I'll do it full screen.
All right, here goes the shocker.
The shocker.
Are you gonna do it in real time?
Should I shock while I'm measuring?
Yes.
That's
Okay.
weird.
Yeah,
You
just
only
like
do
that.
it-
Just like that.
How long are you gonna hold it for, though?
I mean-
it checks it for like 30 seconds or something, 20 seconds.
I figure as it's going, I will.
You're gonna drop your phone.
I know I might have to be careful.
Yeah.
All right. As it starts to measure.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Relax. Breathe. Take a couple breaths.
Let it go up.
Okay.
Go. Oh, dude. You see him move?
It only went up 3.
Yeah.
Dick. Let me try it now.
Let me hold it.
That's
and
an
see
average
how-
over that time.
No.
Let me hold it and see how it
Zero
goes
is an
up.
old Persian word meaning son or lord,
was
so
that?
remember peasants
much
aren't
was
sober.
that?
Sweet boys don't cry and like this dream.
Oh my
Dude,
God. Cairo.
dude, we met the goal. So now I
Cairo.
gotta shock my balls.
All right,
This is
Cairo.
terrible.
Oh shit!
All right, Cairo.
It went down.
It went
being
down.
Fake. What a shocking revelation.
Oh my God. Okay, so I got to do 11 shock. I'll give you a bonus shock right now.
Oh my
I'll give you the
God.
bonus 11. I'm not doing any more shocks after this. Fuck. All right. Ben, do you want to do the countdown?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah!
Now do your heart rate.
Oh God.
Your face turned red. It sounds like you ever heard like a kid fake cry, like a 4 or 5-year-old go, like they're trying to get sympathy, so they're acting like they're crying. That's what it sounds like he's doing right now.
I think you gave yourself an arrhythmia.
Yeah, look at this.
That looks fucked up.
Is that what your heart's doing?
Fucked up. Yeah.
My fucking finger is. Yeah, it's not. It's not even showing up, man.
It's like you're dead. You're not alive anymore.
Yeah.
You're not alive anymore.
Oh, come on,
You're
dude.
dead.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Dude. Someone get the defibrillator.
I've been able to calm down since this started.
Yeah, it says you have a low heart rate. This said 75.
Did I die? I don't know. Maybe I should stop talking.
Did I die?
Yeah, do the thing without talking. See if it registers.
Oh my god. All right, where's Egghead?
It went down, yeah.
Where's
78.
Egghead?
Weird.
Where's Egghead? Is he ready? Because I want to bring Egghead in.
All right, Ben. Here's your.
Oh my god.
Here's your little tootie. Put these up on your testicles, my
All
man.
right.
Here's a little zap, daddy.
Should I just do it right here?
I mean, you should probably go full screen.
Should I? Okay. Okay.
Damn.
Give me a second here. I got to get. I'm adding Egghead to the group, so he can jump in whenever he's ready. I don't know what he's doing right now, but Egghead, you should be doing this. All right. Now we don't want to see anything, Egghead. We're just gonna take your word for it. All right.
I think he said he's at the movies. I saw somewhere.
You're
in
not
the
gonna full
chat.
screen. You're not gonna full screen your little facial.
I'm
reaction?
getting it into position, dude.
Oh, you
this is weird.
You got to line them up for the testes. You got to line them up.
Dude, this is weird. I have to like sit back like this a little bit.
Billy, are you gonna pull the trigger?
No.
Ben won't let me.
Yeah, let Billy pull the trigger.
Ben won't let me.
I will fly there and take a baseball bat to your head, dude.
Come on. Come on.
That's not happening. Especially not with this. It'd be hard enough to do it on the neck. All right.
100, right? 100?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Dude.
These things need to be washed. 'Cause
Yeah.
They've touched everybody's.
They've touched my neck, my nuts.
I'm thinking about that as each contact is poking me. It's kind of weird. It's cold.
It's just like settling in and starting to warm up right now. Any idea that it's been all over Billy's nuts is sinking in as well.
All right.
One more shot, Billy.
Not after they touched his nuts, servant of the ancients. Am I supposed to do it after they touch his nuts? You want me to put it up to my neck after it touched his nuts? How's it feel, Ben?
You all right there?
He's going to take it for a minute for him to talk, I think, because it took me a while to regain composure when I did it.
Oh, man.
Shock my tongue? Should I send my PayPal link to you guys so you can give me money directly to put his ball shocker to my tongue? Because we already met our goal. I'm not doing that for the show. Just PayPal me $600 to my own PayPal. I'll put his ball fucking prongs to my tongue.
Yeah,
and shock my tongue. Christ.
It really does hit your it travels down your taint. And hits like the outer ring of your butt.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. It crawls into your asshole. The electricity crawls into your butthole. It's not good.
Did I just like basically give myself a vasectomy?
I hope not. I did it to myself. I hope that doesn't keep my cummies. I think we gave our cummies superpowers.
So
yeah, we got like super sperms now. We can shoot spider web out of our penises now.
Oh, I feel
Spider
so
dick.
weird too, though. But I'll tell you what, I kind of feel more alive than I ever have in my entire life.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel so
Hey,
alive.
Every
Egghead-
kink starts somewhere.
Egghead's in a movie theater right now.
Well, he needs to zap his balls in the movie theater then.
Yeah, Egghead doesn't have the zapper at the theater.
What a liar.
Oh, wow. He sent me a picture of the movie he's at.
What a liar.
What the fuck are you watching, Egghead?
Is he in one of those porn theaters?
He's like, I'm at a movie theater right now watching Sense and Sensibility. What the fuck are you watching? I can't possibly zap my balls. I'm in a movie theater watching Sense and I think it's Sense. I don't. Are you watching?
That's
are
the
you watching
perfect
the
movie
Downton
to-
Abbey movie, dude?
That's the perfect movie to zap your balls.
Are you
to.
watching Downton Abbey right now, Egghead? Dude, he doesn't have the zapper
I
there
wonder
though.
how often Egghead watches movies. My guess is even more than you.
Egghead, go get a bucket full of hot butter from the popcorn stand and pour it over your Jimmy balls.
Yeah, because Egghead works at the theater, so
Docs.
No. Everybody knows that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's even told people that people have like noticed him at the theater, like recognized him at the theater and stuff. I didn't even say what theater it is though, but that's already known too. But I'm not gonna say.
Yeah,
that.
I'll say what theater it is. It's the United Theater of Omaha.
That'd be funny if it was. Is there a United Theater in Omaha?
No.
Nebraska. That's one of the few states I haven't been to.
Egghead's watching Drunken Peasants at the movie theater on a date. He's on a date.
He's on a date?
Yeah, with egg tits.
She
made him go watch Downton Abbey.
Is Zeus there too?
Yeah, Zeus is there. Zeus was the one that wanted to watch Downton Abbey. And so Egg Tit's like, you better come and watch this movie. He was like, okay, but I'm going to watch Drunken Peasants on my phone the entire time.
You dumb bitch.
Yeah. I'll sit there through the film next to you and Zeus while he gets a hole in the popcorn bucket and sticks his wet willy through the bottom hole, and you get all the popcorn out until you lick it clean. I'll do that, but I'm going to be watching Drunken Peasants, dagnabbit.
Oh man, Egghead, you are just an endless source of entertainment. Like Egghead is one of those rare kind of people that comes along once in a lifetime. That's all I'm gonna say. Like he's a special kind of guy. So I think we're gonna wrap it up in a couple minutes here because we already ran long anyway. I guess we can do a short post show where we, so after this show's over, we're gonna do a short stream for our patrons and subscribe stars, $10 or above. If you guys want to check it out, we'll pull you in and talk to you and everything.
Yeah.
Through Discord, so anyone who's why am I talking like I'm drunk?
Because you got shocked to the nards.
Dude, I'm like slurring my speech right now, and I haven't had a drink all
You
day.
had a shock to the nards.
Oh, man.
That's enough. That's enough. That's all you need.
Yeah. See,
Better you than me.
They do a podcast where they get drunk. We've been there, done that. Now we're moving on to shocking our own genitals.
Yeah.
You guys need to catch up.
Yeah, by episode
I don't
1000,
know.
we're going to be doing live goatsies.
Somebody sent $200 to make that happen, Dave. I think you can get your nuts zapped.
I'll get my nuts zapped for $200. Absolutely.
Hey, dude, your dick is pierced too, so you could probably like.
Oh my God,
shock
dude!
Ooh, I
That'll
wonder if I
zap
could
you
arc
fro-
some fucking electricity.
That'll like go down your urethra and hit you in your bladder. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
I feel bad that we got that extra 20 at the end there, and someone was like, do another one, Billy, and it already had touched your balls. And I'm not.
I zapped myself after it touched your balls.
Yeah, but I zapped myself 11 times and said no more shocks.
Oh, well, then it's their own fault if you said no more.
Well, yeah,
right?
yeah, but I still feel like I should give him something.
What do you want to do?
Do you want to give me like some Ric Flair chops?
I thought you might say that.
Fuck it, let's go.
I thought you might say that. Yes, I will.
happening?
I will do some Ric Flair chops, I guess. You let's see. Here we go. Everyone, if you're ready, I will Ric Flair chop the hell out of young Will Fridge here. Here we go. How many should I do? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that song should
That
be
sounds like
totally
it hurt.
fair use. It's like 2001: A Space Odyssey.
You all
We're
right?
switching back. My hand kind of hurts. Thanks for asking.
You've taken a lot of punishment today, Billy.
Yeah, because we were so close to not meeting the goal, and we've never done that before. And I hope
You're
people don't
almost
get-
prostitutes.
I hope. Oh, I mean, look, almost doesn't count.
See who's the real narc now? Who's the actual narc now?
That was my heel turn at the end.
Yeah.
For those of you that think I like this pain, I don't like this pain. I like rewarding the fans that support the show. And sometimes pain is the reward. If I could, I'd make y'all a nice dinner. Sit down with you around the table. We'd have a wholesome dinner. We'd have conversation.
Wholesome.
We'd probably have a couple of nice beverages. It'd be a great time. But I can't do that. What I can do is get electrocuted and smacked. It's not because I like it. It's because I like you.
Yes, you the people. We absolutely adore you all.
Where's
Well,
my shirt?
some
My
of you.
shirt's rolled up back behind my neck.
What
Yeah,
heck of a show
I
you
would
guys
I would
got here?
cuddle with you guys for donos. That's something I would enjoy.
I was forced to cuddle. I was forced to cuddle for donos. And
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, and I look very uncomfortable. And you were like stroking my arm the entire time.
Yeah.
It was weird. And you made it sound like you didn't even realize you were doing it. Was it just that natural?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I will say my arms are usually very smooth because I shave them. And the reason why is that when
I was gonna ask.
when you have sleeve tattoos and you spend a lot of money on them and they look nice, you don't want a pretty thick layer of hair covering them. And I get pretty thick arm hair. So just to make them look nice, I shave my arms.
Do we have Lord Magicus's Hi Billy in the content section?
I don't. Let me check my file. No, I don't know. Like what?
Well, it was hashtag content on Blab. Not
okay.
Blab, on the fucking Discord.
Let me see. Oh man, was it that fast? What is this? Is this where he zapped his balls or something?
I don't know, man.
I can't believe we zap our balls. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Whatever. Getting your balls zapped. Just another day in paradise.
Hi, Billy.
God bless America, my home.
Just do it.
Sweetheart.
Oh my God! I love the look on your face. Oh, dude, I want to get it. Yeah, here, hold on. Right there. That is beautiful. That should people should screenshot this because it's gorgeous. Look at this.
Hi, Billy.
Oh. You
With
can
the
fit a whole
mic in my
grapefruit
hand,
in
I'm a
there.
bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. Let me read these Streamlabs we
Isn't that
got.
a John Cena rap song?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm a bad man. Yeah.
We have. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm trying to catch my little breath here when I read these. Server of the Ancients gave us that 20 super chat. Much
Thank
appreciated.
you.
Red Scare said, "Hey, Server of the Ancients, fuck you." That's fucked up. But thank you for the Get to Zapping Billy round 2, baby. Server of the Ancients. I gave you 7% because you can take 7%. You know how it will. Lord Magic said, Egghead said he'd zap his balls if we reached the goal. Hold him to that. Red Scare said CGP Gray makes one video every 3 months and will get over 1 million views on its first day. RIP goal. I think some channels they can have I think the algorithm works differently for the type of content your channel releases. If you release that daily content, it becomes a thing where it needs those daily views to do well. That's how they gauge it. And if you stop going daily, when it comes back, it's gauged off the daily views. I don't know exactly how it works. It changes up all the time. YouTube's fucking crazy. Moving on. Red Scare said, lol, did they really change the article number like that? Was that the problem with it? People had with it? Idiots, no bonus show. You were wrong, but thank you for your money. Chantel Walton gave us a heart emoji. Thank you very much. Spec said, let's meet this goal. Ben will zap his balls tonight, and AK will zap his next time he's on. Give 2, give 5, give anything. Don't be a dirty something I can't read. We're getting close. Oh, and Thunderfoot busted that Team Tree shit. Fuck you, Susan. Shit's key. Voice shit's key. Fell over holes. Too sharp, too sharp, too sharp. Thank you, Fix Soul. Make a zap. Cairo again with that super dono. Thank you very much. It's very sweet of you. Cairo is an old Persian word meaning son or lord, so remember peasants aren't sober, sweet boys don't cry, and like the stream. Sweet boys don't cry, sweet boys, they don't cry, they don't cry.
Man, we are good. We are Jersey boys through and through.
We're sweet boys through and through.
Sweet
Sounded
boy.
rehearsed.
Greatest rogue.
Man, that was off the cuff, man.
Greatest rogue trader said Susan being fake. What a shocking revelation. And then Servant of the Ancients with that one more shock Billy question. You got the slaps, not the shocks. Because I'm not putting that ball shocker on my
Ball shocker.
ball shocker. And I believe that caught us up with all our sweet boys and girls. Thank you
All
guys for donating. Those of you that like the stream, thank you. Those that haven't liked the stream, please consider liking it. All we ever ask is for money and attention and respect and love and likes and everything else we could possibly get.
All we ask is for everything.
Yeah, it's all we ask for.
All right, so I think we're going to get out of here. Oh, Dylan sent us a screenshot of you, which is beautiful, too. So, yeah, both of you guys, I had my peoples sharing your link in the, just the link to your website, because I noticed you guys had just like a direct website to your show and everything.
Yeah.
So, is that the best place
It's got
for people
everything on it.
Yeah.
It's got all our
everything's
socials.
there,
Yeah, it's got links to everything. You can listen to episodes on. It's got our RSS feed. We got a YouTube channel. We got a Pornhub channel. It's all NFHC podcast. Check us out. We're dumb, drunk assholes.
Yeah. If you like this show, you like our show.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming on again. It's always fun
thanks for
having
having
you
us.
guys.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see the rest of you in the post show. Good night, everybody.
Later, guys.
See you later.
Thank you, Ahmed.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken peasants from the strangest corners of the internet. Gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready cause they're gonna kick your Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants.